Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. Pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
Hello. My gosh, it's been so long. I must have forgotten how to work StreamYard. How's everybody doing? Goodness gracious. I'm trying to still get myself situated. I had set my live up while I was, oh my gosh, what was that noise? While I was out and about, and I ran into a friend of mine from high school. Actually, I just dated her brother. She was a couple of years younger than me. And she's a nurse, and she's married to an anesthesiologist, and we were having a long conversation. Probably for like, goodness gracious. I was definitely in that store for about an hour, and I only shopped for like 10 minutes. Okay, puppies, y'all are about to have to go outside because y'all are being too rough. Hold on, let me put them out. Y'all go outside. Go. Y'all go outside, go potty. Then Lily, you're gonna have to go in here. You go in there. Go in my room. Go, Lily. Why aren't you listening? Go in here. And you can just be rowdy by yourself, Timber. Okay, now I can sit down and do what I'm supposed to do. Sorry, I didn't want to keep y'all waiting too long. So let me say hi to everybody. Hello to Dreamy. Hey, Bald Cat. Hey, Mia's mommy. Hello to Sarah Z. Hey, Virgie. Hey, I said hi to Dreamy. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Wendy. Hello to Chantel. Hey, Nancy. Oh, is it Rebecca? I'm sorry you don't feel well. Hey, Steph. Hey, Mary. Hey, Anastasia. Hey, Tammy. Hello to Crazy Bananas. It's been a minute. How are you? Hey to Susie. Hello, Irish Lass. I need to go check my mail. Speaking of Irish Lass. Hi, Chi-Town. Hey, Jindy. Hello to, I think that's it. Is that it? And hello to everybody in the bushes. Welcome to my channel. It's been a minute. Let me go ahead and put my banner up. As always, like everybody likes to clown me for saying my Cash App is scrolling at the bottom. All donations are welcome to the Cash App, or you can leave a super chat, or you can do neither and just like the video. All of the support is welcome and nothing is expected. But if you can just hit the like, it's free and it really does help. Okay. So guys, like right before I went on, I planned to come on And I know I see that it's really irritating a lot of people when I say that I haven't seen anything, or I've been kind of MIA, or I've been kind of just watching things here and there, popping in and out. But that's the truth, and that's what I've been doing. So what have I been doing in the meantime, other than I just finished working over the weekend? It was very slow, but I was at work nonetheless. And you guys, I'm late to the freaking Dead to Me party on Netflix. Why didn't anybody ever tell me about this show before this past week? If you haven't seen it, it's really dark, but it's funny and it's sad and it's all the things, and I've finished it. You can't hear? I hope it's only you because I've been talking for a minute. And that's one of the things I've been doing, and it was delightful to watch that show. It's Christine Applegate. Hi Penny. Um, and this girl, Alinda Cordeline something. I don't know, but she's a doll. She looks just like one of my coworkers. I mean, like I'm telling you, they are identical twins. But it was just a good show to watch, and it's something like if you have time, just watch it. It's so good. It's written really well. It's very predictable though, and kind of soap opera-ish, kind of like this would never happen, but that's kind of what makes it good. It's just a good show, and it was really good. And then the other thing I've been doing, other than taking care of my responsibilities and ridiculous Christmas shopping. Oh my God, what did y'all all get yesterday and Friday? But anyway, I've just really been trying to. Honestly, I'm not going to even downplay it. I've been refreshing on the regular every 5 minutes. The Moscow M word in Idaho situation on Reddit, trying to see if anything's developed, because that's kind of like, up to date central over there. And the whole case is crazy. If you don't know about it, check it out. I don't know. It seems like they haven't gotten many leads. If they have, they're not telling the public, but it's crazy. And so I've been following that too. And so, it's really a nice breath of fresh air when you don't listen to every single word all these people say. I did, however, was able to listen to a few streams, and y'all know who I'm going to go to. Y'all know I'm going to go to the witch that can't say my name because she's taking a page out of my playbook because she's trying to pretend like she's suing me, even though we've all seen and how come nobody's calling her out, by the way, on this fake fictitious detective's email, investigations crimes persons unit email that she sent impersonating an attorney. I mean, I'm not an attorney. I'm so sorry. Impersonating a detective. And then I find out right before I come on, oh, what happened in Boise? And then I find out right before I come on that Geneva, which basically goes hand in hand with Siwa. Now, can somebody in the chat, hi Tracy, tell me, who did Geneva fall out with or team up with? Because, oh my gosh, I've got to go get Timber. Hold on. Tim. Okay, sorry. I'm going to probably be all over the place. Because I haven't been here since Thanksgiving, and I've seen clips here and there of listen spotty to this and that. But like I said, I had the time and the ability to listen over the weekend, and I did not. It was nice. Anyway, but Geneva. Okay, so where did this slip up happen? Let me see if I can find it for those of you that don't go to Reddit or haven't seen it. I saw it briefly. And sounds like some of your old colleagues, Geneva, are actually throwing you under the bus. You did post my son on Reddit. People that I guess you told, and see what that also falls on you, sis, because that explains why the Reddit account that was shown that you accidentally showed on your stream, that was one of the commenting posters underneath my son's picture, and it was you. It was you. And you didn't come rushing in there to say, oh, this is wrong. Take it down. Take it down. No, you went in there to say that it wasn't Siwa's camp that did it when it was. You're so predictable. So stinking predictable. Did her picture get taken down? I hope not. I hope nobody took her picture down. Because now I don't see it. Hold on. Oh, here we go. The nerve. Exactly. Let's see. Y'all hear an echo? I know. I just saw it right before I went on. I did not even know. And I don't even bother. I'm sorry. I just don't like every okay. Every time I go into my group chat, I've got to be told when I need to scroll up. It's really sad. My friends really do really do carry me in the communications sector of our friendship. Okay, let me see. Let me share this screen. But this is Geneva. This is not who I envisioned, but okay. And Geneva, you're the one that lied about my job situation and how I was on this pseudo fake ass leave of absence, which I wasn't. You lied about that. And then you're the one that slowed down my little boy in his underwear and posted it on Reddit because all your ex cronies and friends were telling on you last night. There was a speculation it was her when it initially happened, but then people evidently in Mims's chat last night were also confirming that she did in fact do that. I would hate to blame her too, unless she can prove otherwise. I mean, like it's definitely confirmed 100% that Siwa was commenting under that post, and she commented on it so fast because there was another person in the thread that was getting notifications for it, and literally after somebody left a comment under the post, Siwa commented right underneath it, like within 3 to 5 seconds. So I don't know. Siwa was involved and Geneva did it. And Geneva, I mean, it's not hard to believe she would do anything when she flat out multiple times, more than once, and even after we spoke about Kathy's passing, had to take it out of context and say, see, I told y'all that she was in trouble. Or no, ma'am, you lied about that. Anybody that's going to get on a panel and make up a complete fictional story and tell it and like for people to believe and say that her I can't wrap my head around like when I told everybody at my job, including my upper management, that this woman said this, everybody did the same thing that I did. I just laugh because I don't know what kind of Band-Aid station you worked at, Geneva, but that's not what I do. I mean, that it's just unbelievable to think that she told a story. Siwa always goes on Reddit. Siwa is everywhere. Siwa also says she never watches anybody's streams, yet she knows exactly what people say in the chat. And Siwa's a liar. At least I could admit that I watch people I don't like. Just like I listened to Jolene today. And Jolene, you're kind of gross. There was some talk about, and so I can't really reveal everybody that like there were some people that were friends with her that came to me privately and told me. I mean, and I can't out the people. So originally when I blamed her for this and then to hear other people now that those that I did not speak to also confirm it is enough for me. So now let's see what this post says. I didn't even read it. The nerve of this bee to post underage children in underwear slowed down like a true pedo on Reddit, and to be outraged that she let her face slip up on a live, and now we know she's Steve's twin sister is beyond me. So evidently she's throwing a fit that her face slipped. Well, sorry, it was bound to happen because people like you get served up karma pretty quickly. I would say the karma turnaround for sickos like you, Geneva, is pretty fast. It was actually kind of a slow follow-up, if you ask me, comparative to the shit that you do and the filth that you let come out of your mouth and the lies that you tell. Yeah, the only thing I can come up with when people literally blatantly go on panels to just sit there and tell lies about people is that they've got something going on mentally that needs to be checked out by a physician as soon as possible. Because I mean, who does that? I mean, I understand that there are pathological liars in the world, but then there's like liars that lie for sport, and it freaks me out. And I think Geneva is one of them, which makes sense how she's such good friends with Siwa. Because Siwa's still sitting over there. That brings me to my other point the one thing that I did hear that made me mad enough to where I remembered it because it was a couple days ago. You're still sitting over there talking about someone that's passed away, still sitting over there talking about how she ruined your time. First of all, let's be honest, Siwa, you got a free vacation. Okay. Are you seriously complaining about the fact that you think just because you've been told? I mean, listen, the person that's reporting, Julie, is that you? I mean, I'm assuming it has to be. Why does it, or whoever it is that's reporting all these things, why isn't there any screenshots? I'm just so confused. Why are there no screenshots? Why are we taking people's word for this? But nonetheless, I digress. Why are you still talking about how she ruined your time? And then you're going to say that you're going to believe, and oh my God, the nerve! She was trying to do something against me. Yeah, she couldn't stand you, Siwa. She did want me to go after you. She did offer me money to pay for an attorney so that I could do so. Okay, she sure did. But you know what I told her? Absolutely not. I can't. I can't take that kind of money from somebody at all. And she offered more than once. So she really didn't like you. And you could sit there and pretend like you were like one of the ones on the other side that was great, the greatest to her. No, 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 no. That's not how she felt. Yep. Yep. So I don't think you are blocked, Teresa. Hold on, let me see. I unblocked you the other day. Did you even try to comment in here? I thought I unblocked you the other day. Yes, I sure have. And I will talk about that too. And Jolene, honestly, it would be nice. Like, I mean, of all people, you think you are the writer of the right book. Okay. Okay. But even you want to sit over there on your stream that I just heard. I'm really disappointed. Like I mean, of course, it's not like you give a shit about my disappointment, but like of all people that you try to march on the right side of the fence as far as you're concerned. But even you over there sitting over there talking about Natalie is really just that's really you like to point out other people's bad behavior and problematic behaviors. I'm going to go ahead and point out yours, ma'am. Could you just kind of refrain from talking about that with all due respect? Thank you. There's a lot of if people really want to be that sick, and I saw it on Reddit about people, all you have to do is call and ask about Maria, like all the things. You'll do what you got to do. Um, I don't give a shit how much you want to poke and prod for me to feel like I'm obligated to show a correspondence between myself and her husband to prove that what we've said is in fact true. I'm not doing that. You can take it or leave it. There are elements and things in people's lives to where sometimes they don't broadcast when they pass away. I'm sure that I'll do your due diligence and find ways to debunk whether or not this happened or not. I would never. Are you kidding me? Like that's some sick shit. Talking about combing their family's social medias. Well, maybe there's situations in people's lives where they don't want people to know. Maybe there's lots of money involved, and there's people that have a lot of money, like people not like probably the majority of us here right now, if not all of us. When you don't have money like that, sometimes you don't understand when people pass away, the way that they choose to move. And quite frankly, I don't think it's anybody's fucking business. If you think that it's a farce and a lie, then go ahead and believe what you want to believe. Because while I did think about, well, fuck them, I'll show that. Then I stopped myself. I'm not showing anybody anything. The people that need to know. I'm not going to prove anything to some faceless bullshit starters on Reddit that are probably the same people that sit over and look like idiots on another channel all night long. Hold on a second. Huh. Really? You're a dirty bitch, Geneva. I don't know if do you have me blocked? Did you tag me on Instagram? Because do I have you blocked, Teresa? Potato, Teresa. Were you able to tag me? Because I don't think I got the tag. Hold on, let me see. Oh, and Maria are going live at 6, by the way. I'm reposting their story now. I don't think you tagged me because I don't see it. I think you must have me blocked or something. But well, what do we have here? Enough of this. So, Geneva, really, you were obsessed with me. Geneva, otherwise known as Cancel Racist John Yates on Instagram. And on YouTube, I'm assuming. Are they the same person? So is that her sock account, Teresa? Is she Geneva on one account and then Cancel JY on another? And then you two fell out. So is that what happened? Teresa, Dreamy is asking you to please unprivate your video from last night. I didn't get to see hardly any of it. There's too much shit going on the constant. Plus, I was shopping. And when I'm shopping, I might be listening to a stream, but I'm not hearing anything. Do you know what I mean? So I was like listening while I was shopping. And boy, did I shop. I can't wait to hear what everybody got. She's in my text, actually. And what did Geneva? Geneva is really obsessed. Geneva, you're scaring me. I need Geneva's information. Teresa, do you have it? Because I think I need to go do something. Like this right here is weird to me because I've never had any interactions with Geneva. Really, she's like a sub and somebody that really shouldn't be this invested. Okay, good, perfect. Because I need that information. This is scary. She had sent Teresa I Watch Texas Community Reporting System link, and it's another way to report me. So this individual has spent all the time in the world, not only lying about me on panels, saying things that aren't true, but she's also went to find different ways to report me, things I've never heard of from my state. And yeah, that's where she came from. She came from Reddit. She sure did. Hold on. Yeah, maybe you can bring me up to speed on what's going on, please, Teresa. Because I don't understand. So to me, YouTube Crusaders, by the way, you need to go outside, Timber. It's raining. Well, stop. To me, the only reason that, like, whenever friends fall out, like, and shit comes out, it's pretty easy to go ahead and take what they're saying as fact. What happened, Debbie? Yeah, Geneva, you're gonna, like, I'm gonna have to. Hey, Teresa, how are you?
Hey, all right. I just wanted you to fill you in on what was going on.
Okay, please do. I'm listening. All ears.
Oh, everybody's asking for the link from live. I'll send the link. Okay. I hadn't spoken to Geneva in like months since I had fallen out with Siwa with all that shit with her. And then, you know, she's her little goody two shoes, little super mod. Geneva is to Siwa.
Yes.
So I blocked her. And all of a sudden I'm getting these messages how Geneva's talking crap on me and bringing it back to Steve. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of her bullshit. So I was just calling her out. I've been calling her out. I posted the story of her telling me how she contacted or made the welfare check against John Yates. And that pissed her off because it was a voice clip. And she's saying, and Jules played it on her live. And she asked Jules to private her live. her entire life because she played my clip that was posted on my IG of her voicemail that she sent me. I was like, who does she
Who do you
she
think
is?
you are, Geneva? I'll tell you what, your voice
Yeah.
doesn't match your face, but continue.
Who does she think she is? Jules had no idea what it was because I hadn't told anybody. I had just posted it to my IG page. And then everybody started seeing it. And of course, then Jules saw it and she was like, what's this? And she clicks on it. And it's her explaining how she contacted to do a welfare check on John Yates. And then the other thing she got pissed off about is I brought up the fact about when she was on Siwa's panel and she said that her doctor little boss contacted your doctor boss because he saw one of your live streams and saw about the Covina shit. And yeah, that did not add up. That's when I started to not trust her. And that's when I started watching her. And then she'd always send you stuff. And that's one of the things that she had sent me. I never clicked on it because I didn't know what the hell it was. I'm not going to click on it. I had already made my call. You know, I told you what it was, know what it was about. I wasn't about to click on another link and report you again for what?
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's encouraging people to do more and more. But then she sits on the outside. I don't do anything like she has clean hands. That you do not have clean hands. She's just as dirty as all of us. She ain't no better than all of us.
Well, I mean, she's slowing down little 7-year-olds at the time's photos and putting them on.
That's what I heard too.
She's worse then.
Yeah.
So how credible are the sources that you're hearing this from? Because I heard it at the beginning and I went live about it and she refuted it. And then I let it go because I didn't have any actual hard proof. But now that she's fallen out with you and whatever's happening, now I'm hearing it from a gaggle of people. So
I'm sure you are, because people are getting tired of her going around talking her shit because she has said, there's things that I cannot say because I'm not going to say names. You know what I mean? I don't want to involve people at all, but there's many people that she screwed over. And there's people in Reddit that she screwed over. So she's got a lot of haters right now because a lot of crap is coming out on Geneva.
Okay, well, if anybody has any information on any of that stuff, please send it to me, and I will definitely not tell a soul who you are, or send it through Teresa, and that way I won't know who it is. But either way, I need to get all the information that I can on that because posting my kid in this underwear, no. Like, fine, spend all your free time that you want reporting me and figuring out ways to report me for stuff. That's fine. Do what you got to do, boo-boo, weirdo. But
when that had happened, I know I didn't even see it because Cottage had just taken it down immediately. And I was like, what the heck's going on? You know, and she's like, somebody posted Brooks, did that post or whatever. I don't want to say it. And I'm like, what the heck? Because I didn't even see it. Well, and I know Cottage doesn't even know who posted it because
I do.
Under a sock.
It was Big Max Make Me Horny posted it on Reddit.
And who? But see, that I've never heard of that name.
I had seen it. Yeah, I had seen it because it popped up right after that live that John did with Penelope. That name came up.
Really?
Yeah. And so it wasn't a new account that did that. That was an old account, and that was the account. So if anybody even has proof of her being that account, or to exonerate her, if y'all know that account belonged to somebody else, I mean, either way, just tell me. With proof preferably, but it's for now, that's who did it as far as I'm concerned, because
that pissed off a lot of people on our side.
Well, and I know, and that's how people felt and whenever it initially happened too. And I'm not going to ever say who I talked to several people from that side that were like that. Yeah.
And then last night it was Jolene, and I'm sorry, but no, Jolene, you are just as bad as
I was about. Yes, you are totally absolutely right.
She called housewives illiterate. Illiterate.
You know what Jolene
illiterate sub is what she called housewives.
Let me tell you why Jolene is dangerous. Because Jolene, what you do is you pretend like you are the moral high ground on every situation. I can get behind a lot of the things that she does get behind, though, and I can see that. But when she hates somebody, you sit over there and Jolene, don't act like you're stupid. You listen to, I don't know how you have so much time in the day to listen to everything that everybody says and know what's going on in every stream. But she sits over there and she tells a story that's not true. She sits over there and twists little bitty details that matter, like stupid. I can't. And you sit over there, and so you're no better than fucking Siwa Moon. No wonder y'all get along so well, because y'all sit over there and tell a story to fit a narrative that you want while you are bullying people yourself. Do you not see that, Jolene? Take a step back.
She's doing exactly what she's bullying us about. Oh, you're just bullies. And then she'll sit over there and she'll whisper real nice and low and say, "You're all dying. We're all dying." And I'm like, what? Something's wrong with this woman.
Yeah.
She is not normal. And for her to sit there and insult our subs and content creators, while she's sitting up there on her high horse like she's all that, honey, knock your ass down a few inches, because she ain't no better than any of us. That she struck a nerve with me last night.
Well, just because you might whisper, or because you might he tell a little joke and sing a little song, do a little dance, and put songs in your, like, just because you do shit like that, it doesn't make it. It's the things that you say, Jolene. And I mean, I'm sure that's why you do it. But seriously, you are no better with your fucking your false narrative, fake ass, exaggerated stories about people. And the insults that you hurl at people and subs when, listen, you're a fucking fan, Jolene, face it. You're the one that knows everything. Listen, if you don't know what's going on in our beef sector community, then go watch Jolene. She knows everything, but she's going to tell you shit that ain't all the way true. So that's the price you pay for not hearing yourself. But I'm just saying,
But when she did that to Housewives is already going through a lot right now. She really is. And I've been like getting the DMs for her and everything, because she is going through a lot right now. Like, I can't say it. But, and then when Jolene called her that, and then Housewives is getting clips of her saying, calling her illiterate, she backed out completely and just logged out. Because that was too much for her. She doesn't know who Housewives is. She doesn't know who any of us are. So Jolene, sit your fucking ass down and pay attention. Maybe you'll learn something.
Yeah, and you all she's doing is putting gasoline on this fucking dumpster fire, and she knows
that's all she does.
Like, if you can make a difference, like, what are you the girl that goes to work and you complain about everything but never have a fucking solution? Because I think that's kind of what the vibe I'm getting here, Jolene. You want to complain about everybody and talk about how go do this and go do that, and I did this, and I'm gonna make fun of Canadians and talk like shut the fuck up. Like you are just as bad as the people that you think are atrocious. So talk about self-reflection and self-awareness, sis.
And then she had Britters in the chat last night bragging how she showed inappropriate pictures she took of herself and gave to Code, and Code sent them to her or something.
Yes, I was that was around.
She was bragging about that in her chat.
Yeah,
how sick. And she let it go. I'm like, you didn't even delete this comment? That is gross. Brittany is nasty. I'm sorry, but she's gross. She is a disgusting person to put shit out like that. And then she had Geneva in her chat, in all caps. Geneva says that we're all doxing her. We're doxing Geneva because she had a camera slip, and it wasn't a camera slip.
Oh, well, then in that case, we should just keep it up.
It wasn't a camera slip. What happened, because Jules came up on the panel, because it happened on Jules' panel. She came up and she explained it. She said the first time she didn't have her camera on. The second time, or she had her camera on or something, she went to bring it up. Bottom line, when she pulled her up on panel, Geneva didn't shut her camera off in time. But honey, you clicked that link. You willingly went up on that panel. We've all had camera slips. It happens.
Yeah. Like when my little boy accidentally got in the back of my camera and you posted it on Reddit, slowed down while he was in his underwear. Like that slip.
Right.
Camera slip too.
Right. And now because Glenn Crack posted it, because I did. I shared it with him. But when he posted it, I mean, I was laughing because it was funny, because we've all had them. And she has a fit saying how Glenn Crack is doxing her for me. He's doing it. He's doxing her for me. No, not at all.
This is not a dox, Geneva, but
She looks like Sly. Sorry. She looks like Sly.
Somebody that doesn't mind her own fucking business is who she looks like. She
This
looks
is
like
nothing like she explained her, like how she
presents herself.
Right. Yeah. Completely different person. So this is a game to her. It's not a game, honey. Not when you claim people are doxing you.
I wish I can make it bigger.
Make it bigger. God.
This isn't a dox. This is a chance you take, a gamble you risk when you go up on a panel talking shit.
It is. We've all had them.
Sorry. Yeah. Okr, Maria. Okr. She looks like I can't place it. She looks like I don't know. She's had some really nasty, horrible things to say about me. So I need to see how horrible things. Well, I don't know.
I'll see what I have in our DMs because she had it out for you.
You better hurry before she starts deleting that girl.
Oh no, I blocked her. She can't get to my DMs.
She can still get back in there and she can delete her shit.
Oh, don't say that then. You give her an idea.
Get it over a screenshot.
Now I gotta go screen record it.
It's more like I can't. There's a cartoon character. I don't know what it is because I can't see the mouth. I wish I could.
I'm telling you, it's Sly.
Yeah, her and Sly definitely could be related. Sly, and speaking of Sly, Sly. You're a fucking liar, dude. Sly, you straight up lied about saying that fuck you mean guy was pretty cute for a black guy.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
And somebody's got that shit on. I don't know if it's Jules. Somebody's got it.
Yeah, Jules has it, and I have it. She's a liar.
In that Sly, you are a little slimy ass worm, Sly. And nobody's played. Has anybody played that yet since she's refuted it?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I'll send you the clip. But I'm gonna go screen record those DMs now. I don't want them to disappear.
Yes,
I'll send you the screen record.
Yes, I would appreciate that. I can read it while I'm on here. See all the nastiness. Okay, thanks so much. Right. Appreciate you. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Yes, maybe that's what it is. The truth will always come to light. Hi, Gina. Oh, no, she did. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? And then another thing I've noticed, Jen, you are starting to scare me. Jenny, 2020. Jen, you're becoming that person that every time somebody's talking about somebody else or something else, you still find a way to put my name into it. What's going on over there? What? You're scaring me. I'm getting scared of these women. The International Bank of Love. You're scaring me. Jed, stop mentioning my name. No, cancel JY's Geneva. The Nerve. That should be her new name needs to be the Nervra. The Nerve. See, with the nerve is that you're still over there talking about shit. Oh, I need to get back to that. I never got an attorney for you, but she wanted me to so bad, and she was going to pay for the whole thing. But blood turnip, the whole investment thing, it just wasn't there for me. The sign. Oh my gosh, yes. You're getting warmer. Yes, that's exactly who I'm. Yeah. Beaker. Is his name Beaker? Beaker. That's Geneva, Debbie. The nerve. That was pretty funny. Yeah, no, she's not a stand-up comedian stuff. She is obsessed. And I'm getting scared. They're like, oh yeah, talking about recipes and shit, and she'll be like, and Brooke, she thinks she's so cute. And let me also say, I've never ever tried to portray that my life is perfect, but what I don't want to do, why would I want to come on here and give y'all all my woe is me's and all that jazz? Why would I want to do that? That's super Debbie Downer like that's not fun. Like I could come on here every day and tell y'all, oh my gosh, I had this unexpected expense today. I had this happen. Whatever pops off in my regular life and tell y'all but I think it just goes with a blanket statement that I always think that I usually say is that, my life's not perfect. And I don't think I ever try to portray it as such. And just because I chose to leave everything that you guys know, just because y'all dug it up. I didn't want anybody knowing shit about my personal life. That's you guys. I mean, not everybody likes to service their significant others while streaming. That's just not who I am. I'm just not that way. I preferred to have kept things private, even my name and my whole identity. That didn't work out. So therefore, yeah. Whenever I talk about things that have been put out there, it's because it's been put out there. Well, I do too, but I just didn't think is it because her voice is so different sounding than what, I don't know. Ashley, I did, and that was absolutely hilarious. The post that said that she's basically a lazy psychic because, let me see if I can't just find it. Be right back, Geneva girl. We got you. We got you, girl. I'm not going to let you not be the center of attention in our stream today, but I've got to go see this post because Ashley brings up a solid point. This shit's hilarious. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Oh, there's another Geneva post. Seriously, I haven't gotten to see any of this. I woke up early today and went and got my mammogram. And let me just tell you guys, you better everybody go get their mammograms. We're going to have every time I stream, we're going to do mammogram checks. I'm going to hold each and every one of you accountable. There are free programs everywhere. If you have trouble, let me know. Okay, where's it at? Do you know, Ashley, what post is it? Because it's funny AF. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. See, you really can't do any legwork, can you? And I love how she took, like I said, a page out of my playbook, and she's like, I can't say her name. I can't say her name. Dot. My stalker. But you're still saying my stalker. You're still slandering my name. So there's that. But so this says, does it shine it right up? Oh, exactly, Painful. She's going to be in a rude awakening because I am going to, in fact, call her board because there are people that have her real information. And I am going to, once I get solid proof of her posting my little boy, oh, it's on. But this says, can we do a spirit box? This is to Siwa under her comments. If you have the energy for it. I love it. She says, yes, ma'am, you got it. Tell your loved ones to go find Siwa Moon the Witch and communicate with me tonight. Oh, wait a second. Do they get a percentage off for finding fees, or how does this work? Because I would be under the impression that that would be like calling a real estate agent and then them telling you, you know what, no big deal. Fine, go find you some houses that you want to go look at and bring them to me and we'll go look at them. That was just the first thing that popped into my head. Like going to the doctor and asking for a diagnosis, and the doctor telling you to go home and research all your signs and symptoms on WebMD, and then come back and let them know what you got. Pain. I don't have the link. I have a screen recording though. And I have the screen name it was tied to. Is Jen live? Did she say her 23-year-old makes more than me? That's cute. That's cute. Tell that to the fucking IRS. Tell them to give me my money back. Jen. That's exactly right. Just saying. And oh my gosh. Well, thank you for the super chat. Just saying. I'm confused. If we can contact our deceased loved ones to contact Siwa, then what do we need Siwa for? If we can get Siwa, are you a middleman? Did you just let a big cat out of the bag for all psychics? Did you just screw everybody up? You just told everybody to go get your loved ones and bring them to me and we'll have a talk. No big whoop. 555-4444. Coffee talk with your loved ones that you went and retrieved on your own. No big whoop. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Because I'll tell you the truth. I don't know what's happened here. Like if I really did want to sue her for lost wages, whatever, I felt like I couldn't talk about her because she was making empty threats. Then I really could, because there really is a decrease in my income. But I am proud that she's finally saying that the super chats is what pays her bills. Finally, she's admitting it. I don't know what it is, but my damn AdSense. And she's admitting that she makes $1 on Ashley. Girl, I already know you. You are bad. And I hope you've done what I asked you to do last time we spoke. You might as well be a health provider, because you act like one. Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you paint my walls black? I don't think you do. Oh my gosh. I know. It's really starting to get like you, girl, you really do. I don't know, but really it's fun to listen to her rant and go off like on Terry Lynn the other day and everybody else. And she literally takes that same story. Like I've heard that same exact story she was ranting about the other day. Like we can listen to some of it. We heard the same story with, oh, lovely. Geneva, you were going after Kathy on July 9th, asking for her real name and information. I have a feeling this isn't going to end well for you, Geneva. Oh, why is she so mad? Why are you so mad, Jen? Because I got a super chat. Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? What did I say now, Jen? You're obsessed. You are obsessed. Obsessed, obsessed, obsessed. Leave me alone, Jen. You're weird. What's not worth it, Sarah? I don't even think I want to know. See, I knew it. What's not worth it? Let me go listen. I got to go listen. I'm so glad I was muted. Oh, yeah. Well, that kind of pisses me off. Actually, everything everybody's saying about that pisses me off. You can believe what you guys want. Jen just feels inferior and it's sad. Jen, it's a you problem, not a me. But yeah, for real. Okay, now we got to go back to have our friend up. That a friend that I am going to think it's going to come out that your hands are more than dirty. It's going to come out that you are really, really involved in a lot, if not probably the majority of the shit that goes on behind the scenes. You really should be concerned. And if you do hold some sort of license, yeah, I'm sick of getting, exactly, Sarah. It's gross. Hold on. Okay, sorry, back. Oh, ambulance girl. And it's sad. And it's like, I'm never, and if not, I'll tell you what, I've learned not only a Jen lesson, but I've learned a life lesson here. Like, I will never sit there and have a group of women reporting about how horrible Jen is. And just because I don't see it, which is my fate, I'm going to start saying that every time, or didn't hear it, or didn't say anything about it, because, and if I did hear it, or whatever the case was, turn the blind eye at it because it didn't happen to me. What a selfish way to look at something, and I didn't even realize I was looking at it like that until it happened. So hindsight's always 20/20, right? But yeah, I learned a life lesson. If I hear something, I'm going to give them one opportunity to present themselves and prove themselves otherwise. Maybe I'll afford that to people, because that's even kind of a dangerous territory to step into. Because it's almost like, man, if you hear a group of people, a vast majority saying things, it's like you almost want to believe them and not even give that person a chance, because look at what's happened. Oh yeah, that the buying and selling people, the hyperbole, or the whatever that was said, was said in referring to that if it didn't stop, it would go legal. I can buy and sell each and every one of you. Was just something that was said. It had nothing to do with actual buying and selling. Just to make that clear, for people that can't think outside of the box and understand when people speak, it's not always literal. Yep. No, it really is a character flaw, though. It really is a character flaw, because when you're this old and that, giving big people the benefit of the doubt, your whole life has fucked you over. You begin to realize that, well, who's the dumbass here? The person that keeps getting fucked over by giving people the benefit of the doubt, or the people that are fucking you over? Obviously, it comes to a point that in life, when you decide to allow people in your life that probably shouldn't be there, it's like, at what point do I get mad at myself and hold my own self accountable for not paying attention and listening to myself? Debbie, she said it in defense of being accused of horrible things. They wouldn't listen to her. So yeah, she got aggravated and said it as a warning to stop before it goes legal. Yeah, well, this is evidently a dog's. Timber, come here. You want a treat? Oh, he's going upstairs. He can't go upstairs. Hold on. And I don't know why the baby gate's not up. You guys sent me 2 baby gates, and they have been in use since day 1. I don't know how to make it work, but I'll have to learn. Sit, 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 Timber, sit, 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 stay. Good boy, good boy. Okay. Where was I? Okay, so now I'm back. Okay, I'm getting text. So I'm going to play this. I hope it's okay if I play it. Hello to my soul. Hello, people coming in. Thank you, Kelly, for coming in and stopping by and supporting. Debbie, I don't know what I don't know what y'all are talking about. Okay, let's see.
Okay, it's too much to type, so I'm just going to tell you. So the cop tried to tell JOI that the call did not come from Colorado. It came from a California number, which was me. I'm a mandatory reporter. He was losing his crap. I called a welfare check on him. And it was interesting because when the police department answered the phone, all I said was, I would like to request a welfare check on somebody. And the first thing the dispatcher said is this John Yates? I said, yes, it is. She's like, well, what is he doing now? So I explained what was going on. And she said, okay, we'll send somebody out to check on him. So that was me. And the officer tried to tell him that it was a California number, not a Colorado number. And he didn't want to listen to it. But it got even more interesting because one of my fellow Redditors that I know personally, like we know each other personally, is a licensed therapist. And when he doxed the police officer, she actually called the police officer herself and had probably about a 30-minute conversation with him and explained to him what has been going on and what just the whole history of the thing. And so the officer said, okay, I'm going to be watching this live. So the officer was watching the whole live and emailed or called back the Redditor and said, okay, here's my email address. I need you guys to email me clips of things that he's done with timestamps so that I can forward this to the detective in the police department.
Well, Geneva, seems like you're a little bit in over your head with all this stuff. What are you?
Actually, I flirted with him. But being a black guy, he's kind of cute.
Oh, this is.
Actually, I flirted with him. But being a black guy, he's kind of cute.
Oh, sorry. I didn't. This is all that I'm getting sent right now. So that was, sorry, I didn't mean to go into a totally different subject. I guess that was Sly saying that is that why Jen's so mad over there? Because Sly straight up was lying. Oh, she says she's a nurse, Debbie. She says she's a nurse. And that her CMO called my CMO. Like, I don't even, we have I don't even know what she's talking about. For being a black guy, he's kind of cute. So Lisa, you did say it. And that's why you would never present it whenever George was on panel the other night. I did catch that. Like I said, I'm just not like these streams are hours and hours long. So it's easy to feel like you don't see anything when you catch 20, 30 minutes of a stream. No, it's okay, Debbie. I just don't even know what happened. So I can't say one way or another anything about it. That's because I don't really know what y'all are talking about. Okay. All right, let's see what else we got here. Okay. What is this?
It's like the Cheryl's world. They would say panel. I'm like, what the fuck is this panel shit? It's YouTube, you know? But now they're like, oh, I'm a panel, okay? But when subs go on these panels with these people and start talking shit, it's now you've opened yourself up to that. If you don't want that, then don't do that. So the number one person I would say not to turn into is Housewives and Mod 148. They're two of the most problematic, quote unquote, subs without their own channels because they're vicious and they're wrong. They're viciously wrong.
Am I mistaken? Am I mistaken? But didn't I want to say that Jolene and Geneva have met in real life, right? So why are you talking to her without talking to her? If that's your real life friend, or am I wrong there? Why do I always second guess myself about everything? I could swear, I could be wrong. There's always a margin of error, just so everybody knows. I mean, I'm not a straight up liar like Sly that says shit and doesn't say, won't admit to it, even though there's recordings of it. Or like Siwa that just straight up lies about everything, just I guess to see how much she can lie to people before they start realizing she's a liar. Shit, I don't know. Oh, and by the way, all these people that keep falling out with you, Siwa, do you realize it's not them, it's you? Just letting you know. But I thought they were friends. Like, why? Exactly. If you're gonna do this, if you're gonna put yourself out there, just like Geneva did with this lovely picture slip that she thinks is a dog's, and now she's saying, I don't know. I mean, maybe she does have health issues, and I hope she gets better soon if she does. But you were doing a lot of craziness behind the scenes. So whenever you have a camera slip and you consider this somebody now going after you for whatever reason, then you want to put into play that you've got a chronic health problem, and that doesn't. You have been. I really hope that you get well soon. But I know she does. I know it's insane too. She comes across as being pretty smart, and obviously she's got a little bit of a funny side to her. But the sheer fact that we were talking about self-awareness in a stream when you have no flipping ability to take a step back and self-reflect to develop some awareness of thyself while you're talking about said self-awareness is such a weird, ironical position. And I know ironical is not a real word, but ironic position to be in as a listener, right? It just really is. Is that not the one she met? I get her and somebody else confused all the time. Maybe it was another girl. I think it might have been another girl. I think it was Jess, the other girl, Jess. And obviously I've gotten Jess and Geneva confused before. But either way, she was in the chat right then and there. And I'm sorry again, Jess, for getting you confused with Geneva the first time. And I don't know if I had to take down that apology, but I again apologize to Jess. Oh, and while Jen's mad at me now that I'm thinking about this, it's another thing. Vehemently is not a word. Vehemently is a word. I don't know. Do I need to put the spelling in the chat so that, I mean, or Jen, do you just misspell? Do you mispronounce words because you think it's cute? I'm at a crossroads here. Is it because you think it's cute? Because I mean, I know you've been corrected so much because people make fun of you for invigorated stuff like that, and you still say it. In fact, you say it a lot. And I've come to the conclusion that you mispronounce things because you get attention for doing it. So crazy. But I'm gonna go ahead just in case you choose to do better and be better. I'll go ahead and put the correct spelling just so that we know. It's not vehemently. Because I noticed that when you realize that you're saying something wrong, you say it wrong more a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and put the actual, so we like the pronunciation little dots too, just so that we don't run into any problems. Oops. Mentally. Mentally. So anyway, that was a free one. Oh, really? You think that JFid and her is the same person? Brett, can you scroll down a few posts on that Reddit page to find the JFid post and tell me who those two people are? That one looks like this one you have on the screen. Are those the same people? Let me see. They do look a lot alike. They do look a lot alike. Oh, is this the same? Is this the same picture? No, those are different glasses. Those are different glasses, I think. Y'all hear him chewing on, he's chewing on whoever sent me the and I see, Missy Tessa, I kind of see now why you said not to get, well, no, actually this is the Kong toy. So this shouldn't, Kong toys are not chew proof, by the way. I'm watching Timber completely demolish his Kong pacifier. They do look a lot alike. Are they the same person, you guys? But no, those are definitely different glasses. Definitely different glasses. But oh, Geneva. Oh, you've met, like, this is what happens when, and let me just let it be known, Geneva, people from your own side, and I will never say who they are ever. I'll take it to the grave. But there was more than 5 from your own side, from your own JY hate page Redditors that are close to you that have not been happy with you since for a long, very long time. Very long. I'll let you know that. And the reason I've never said anything is because I said I wasn't going to. You sent me a message? Where? Me? No, I didn't block him. I didn't block Muscle. Let me see. That's a lot of blocked things to go through. Hold on. Oh my goodness. I gotta get rid of it. Mods. Was he blocked? I know, I said hi to him. Oh, he wasn't blocked. Maria, tell him he wasn't blocked. But I'm glad I took Barbie off my, y'all, I'm so stupid. Barbie was always so sweet, but it's like, man, whenever somebody says jump, they say okay, and they quit being your friend. He's not blocked. Okay, I don't think you're supposed to be chewing that like that, Timber. Give me that. Give me it. And I'm gonna write a letter to these people because these are supposed to be not destructible, I thought. And he literally just had a piece of that big enough to get lodged in his throat. He could have had it lodged in his throat if I did not just go take it out of his mouth. I'm asking Teresa if we have more before I get off of here. What else did I want to talk about? Let's see. I guess everybody's just going to let the Siwa thing go about her. Like I said, I've already brought that up about faking what do you call it? I actually probably need to turn that in, to be honest with you, because you wrote, and I've got the screenshot, an email pretending to be a police officer, and that's against the law. Like, if we're going to be holding everybody accountable for things within the legal limits of the law, like, you need to come clean with that, Siwa. I mean, if you have the enough integrity to come clean and say that you definitely wrote that email to yourself, either that or let me know the detective's name that you contacted so that I can, it's only fair that I contact them too. So either way that you play that, I don't care. Either can you please let me have the detective's name so I can follow up? Or can you at least come clean and say you pretended to be somebody you weren't? So tiring. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how people do it that sit there and they're BS artists. They come on, they say they're going to do this, they say they're going to do that, and they hype everybody up and get everybody. She birthed Geneva. Like, you're the reason for this. So if it comes to find out that this woman has done, look at the things that, and that you're in the know of this. So don't even pretend like you're not. Like that she's just doing this as a Siwa Moon crusader and not letting you in on any of it. That would be the stupidest thing you can say. So I hope you don't choose to go that route. Hey, Wanda. So here's another screenshot. Okay, she's getting me some more. Wow. She says in one screenshot, JY lost 3.6 million views. How the fuck? Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at this screen recording. Ooh, Geneva, you're literally sending Natalie's information. Sorry, Timber, do you need to go outside again? Oh, look, my deliveries are coming. Thank you. Did you guys do some damage on Black Friday and Cyber Monday? I mean, I didn't do. By the way, I have to tell you, I don't know if it's still on. It probably isn't. I doubt it is. I should have went live yesterday and told everybody. Timber, it's okay. It's packages that they had on sale. What info? Her Twitter. Yeah, evidently, little Miss Geneva has been digging into all of us, all of our backgrounds, all of our information. Like, so all of this, like, and while it might be circumstantial, you put all this together, and then is it that really hard to believe that she would post to get back at me and be ugly? Like, she is more involved in this than I would have ever imagined behind the scenes. And I think that's why all the people on Reddit were like, WTF, because a lot of the Reddit people stay on Reddit and don't get involved peripherally. And if they do, it's in a chat on YouTube. And that's the extent. I know, mine is too, Pain. I don't even want to hear it, but I couldn't do, I even bought some shit that I didn't even need just because it was on sale on Black Friday. And I was like, I can't not get this. It's freaking half off. Like, maybe somebody's going to need one of those. What is that? Y'all are going to laugh at me. Like, what? This is the funniest gift that I bought, but I'm gonna need it, and it was cheap. So, and I've always wanted one, and I don't even know if it's for me. It might be for somebody that I don't know who it's for yet, because I forgot a gift. I always have to buy a couple of those. But what are those things called? You know, the little things you make guac with. They're stone. You know, they're the mortar and pestle. Yeah. Oh Lord. So I got one of those, and I mean, it was only like $20, and it was normally $40. I had to get it. No, we're not talking about butt plugs. We're talking about jerks and a-holes, but we're not talking about butt plugs. So then I also got a charcuterie board that I didn't need, but it was on sale, and I've always wanted one. And again, it might not even be for me. It might be for somebody that I don't know who it's for yet. I actually bought it thinking about giving it to my mother, but don't watch. I hope you're not watching this, Mom, because she does. And it's hilarious getting texts from a mom like that knows who everybody is and calling people by their name. She calls Siwa seaweed. Yeah. It chronically tells me that I should just cease and desist with all the bottom feeders. I know you're right, Debbie. You're right about that. You're definitely right. And it's absolutely true. I do too, Pain, but we had to control. And listen, I was like so close. I was like, Jason, I was like, we just have to do it. We have to do, like, Christopher really wants that PlayStation 5. Like, mind you, he's got a PS4, he's got an Xbox. We even have a PS3. He's got a Switch, but it's not like the Switch full Switch. It's just the handheld Switch. He's got an Oculus. And then so we decided, you know what? No. Like, he's got enough crap to keep him holed up in that room. And so we got him a new bike on sale, of course, and a basketball goal. No more electronics to keep you holed up in the room. We're going to touch grass, son. And he does go outside and play, and we go outside and ride bikes, and we go to the park and stuff. But now we have a new bike, which he's going to be so excited, and a new basketball goal, which we're going to get use out of that. And it's such good exercise, and it's fun. Oh, nice. Irish Lass. That would be fun. Oh, I meant then the Clinique had their full. I was still astonished at this because last year I bought this for my daughter, who needs another one, obviously, because it was a year ago. And I'm sure she didn't replenish her own, but I bought her like the whole, the Clinique makeup. I mean, the Clinique skincare line, like it's the whole set, full size bottles. And I got it last year at Ulta for $69.99. I was like, oh my gosh! I called all the girls. I'm like, do you guys want this? This is such a good price because they're normally like normally like $169 or $150, something like that. Anyway, the oldest two were like, no. And so, but Marley wanted it, so I got it for her last year. I could not believe on Macy's last year. I mean, like yesterday. They had the same exact set I'm talking about, but it was on sale for $30. 30. I got my sister-in-law some Gap jeans that were normally $69. I got them for $23. No, I definitely did scale back this year, Pain. I had to. Because we have had so many unexpected expenses and plus inflation and plus everything. And yeah, I'm not charging my credit cards up. I need those. I got to keep all that open. Hey, Lisa. It's BGL. She's going to start a YouTube channel soon. No, I don't have self-control, but I had to. It was a directive. Plus, it's true. It's like these kids have everything and then some. But whatever it's like cheap deals and stuff, I can't help it. I mean, you can't. The biggest mistake I've ever made as an adult with children is missing out on Black Friday and Cyber Monday one year, and I will never do it again. Never, because the deals are ridiculous. Come on. Well, then go outside. I don't know why you're freaking out. Yeah, and that is another hard thing to do, is keeping it all equal. But even one of my coworkers is like, "What'd you do, Brooke? I spent $1,000 a kid this weekend." No, absolutely not. And I've never done that. And if it was $1,000, it was because I got everything crazy marked down, and it didn't dare add up to that. But they know now. The girls just all three know that. I'm sorry, he is younger. You have all three of you guys have grown up and had those Christmases to where you were just inundated, but it's just not like that. Everything that those girls want is expensive AF, you know, everything. You can get away with getting little things for him, at least. At least he's still into, like, you know, he's got like every Marvel figure, Marvel or whatever, DC, whoever. I call them boy Barbies. They're not boy Barbies. They're action figures or whatever. Oh no, Payne, I will never go, but I'll just do the Black Friday online. And then Jason was going to told me to buy myself a charm bracelet from him and the kids, because he knew, you know, what's the point in me trying to just send him pictures and tell him to do it, like, when I can just go on there and pick. Then I just couldn't do it. I was like, first of all, I know I want a charm bracelet. And I had one when I was younger, so I have all those charms. But I just don't know if it's going to get on my nerves. I feel like it's going to get on I feel like I'm going to spend all this money on a charm bracelet, and then I'm going to wear it, and it's going to get on my flipping nerves. Like having it clink, 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 clink. I mean, I already have bracelets on all the time that jingle, and that doesn't get on my nerves. The flat bracelets I can handle. Like, this doesn't get, but yeah. Dreamy, I've heard of people going to like Ulta and dumpster diving and getting full-size makeups and stuff. I'm too short to dumpster dive. You got a scooter, what, 20 miles an hour? Your dad low-key counts presents, so you have to make sure he has Morty 75. That's fucking... That is hilarious. I like your dad's energy. See, I know, Panda, and that makes it so easy for everybody. Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry you have the flu, girl. That makes it so easy for everybody. Everybody knows what to get you, and it's like a no-brainer. All they have to know is what Pandora you don't have, you know? So I didn't get my charm bracelet. Plus, they didn't have my size, which is a small. And then I'm thinking, I've got little baby wrists, though. Like, is a small even small enough? Maybe I need to go in person. Like, these are the struggles I have when I'm shopping. So between trying to armchair detective my way through this case in Idaho, watching that excellent Netflix series, and racking my brains and internally talking to myself for the past 4 or 5 days, that's what I've been tied up with. Dreamy, no, my luck, I'd get arrested. My luck, I would get straight up caught up in a dumpster. Like, who wants to? I wonder how much I wonder what I'd have to do to get Jason to do it for me. They destroy everything now. Why? Because there were so many people in their dumpsters. Because when you return makeup to Ulta, they cannot resell it, obviously, for obvious reasons. And they have to throw it away. So think of all the returns they get or exchanges. Do y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what that just now? That was Timber. He can let himself in the backyard, from the backyard. He can open the door. He gets on his hind legs, and it's one of those doorknobs that you push down, like the long, skinny lever. And he pushes the damn lever down until he can let himself in the house. So there's that. But we're still peeing in our kennel. Ew, no, but that makes sense, Irish Lass. I'm just doing, yeah. I'm in grad school and I'm working on my thesis and I'm collecting samples from community garbage cans. Nancy, I tried that. And then he just pees and lays in it. That's true, Pain. That's true. My goodness, I've been on an hour and a half. So basically, to sum it all up, Geneva, you don't know what kind of shit what you've just started. See what? You don't get to just sit over there and pretend like you didn't rouse everybody up to start calling and reporting me and doing all the things that you did on the heels of you getting some kind of RO, and you lied about it. So now that you sit over there and you think you act like you can't say my name. And then, because I literally heard you say that you were I'm gonna start it up again on her. I'm gonna start it up again. You never made the announcement that you didn't do anything. The last thing you said was you had a court date and lied about it. And then you threatened to start it up again on me. Did you ever let anybody know you didn't do it? You never did any of it. You lied about every last thing. You lied. Like, so when you were going on calls, like, did you not realize that one of those calls you said was at the courthouse and it was at 6 p.m.? Like, I don't know what kind of VIP you think you are. I mean, we already know you think you're a Kardashian at the freaking Hyatt, and that the security, like the employees have a security meeting for you. So it doesn't surprise me that you would think that the courthouse would call you after courthouse closing and give you an update on some emergency filing that you had a DA and an advocate help you with. I mean, all the things that the shit that you say is ridiculous. Ashley, you just ratted on yourself. Ashley found that when last time she went through the dumpsters at Elta, everything was fucking broken. So she's come to the conclusion, by logical deduction, that they break it. Ashley's hilarious. I know y'all don't know her, but she's one of the ones in my DMs that make me laugh. A lot of you do, and she's one. Wait, there was somebody in my chat that wanted the link to that. Okay, hold on. Bleach. Y'all, I literally have 1,000 something unread text messages. Isn't that sad? To be fair. Oh, now how do I do this? I never know. That's control. Wait, how do I? It's not letting me. Is it on your? Oh. Is it going to let me share it? It's going to make me sign in. I'm signed in. So what is this that I'm sharing? What are we watching here? Is this from, I guess,
going
from
through
yesterday?
some of the screenshots I got.
What's salting? Y'all, it's a year later and I'm still trying to figure out how to freaking work this stupid MacBook. What is assaulting? Did they put salt on your lawn? Wait, our lawn people did not come out and salt it. It was 10:30 and they only did our house and walked away. No truck, no nothing. What does salting do? Pain, how have you never? It's a thing. I'm pretty sure I saw like a lot of it. Where did I even hear about this? Maybe TikTok? Does it, Nancy? Good to know. Did you put salt on ice? Why? To make you be able to drive on it, right? So it wasn't something. So it was like a random act of kindness, so that they salted your yard. Is that what you're saying? I've lived in the cold. I've lived in North Dakota before, and it was only less than a year. And no way, Jose. Okay, Rebecca. I'm about to have to jump off here, though. I'll have to jump off because I got stuff to do. Even though evidently people think I have a fucking phone tethered around my damn neck 24/7, or one of those weird phone holders that I showed y'all before that I have bought as a gag gift. Where? Let's see.
Brittany, what are you?
A bitch.
Oh yeah? What are you a wicked witch? Huh?
Good witch or wicked?
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
A bad bitch.
Brittany, what are
That's
you?
so cute. Kids are so cute. Hey, Susie Shops. Oh, that is weird, huh? Oh, that's Geneva, the one that likes to put little minors in their underwear on Reddit, slow down, allegedly. And the one that's been finding things in my community, waits to report people that I didn't even know about. And I live here all the way from the West Coast. She's doing all this. So since that she is up in arms about her camera that she accidentally turned on all on her own is getting posted everywhere, and she thinks this is such an injustice to her private life and her civil rights, but yet all the shit that she's been doing and the lies that she's been telling and the crazy stalkerish obsessive ways that she's got around about people in this community, that's not startling and upsetting. Okay. Goose gander, pot kettle, whatever. Has she ran over to Jen's chat yet with open arms? Where was this? Is she still friends with the witch? Witch, this doesn't look good for you, being that one of your top dogs is involved like this behind the scenes, trying to get people in trouble. It's okay, Susie. You can listen on the replay. I'm about to end it anyway. Yeah, it's really creepy, huh? And that's why she always goes as a hidden person, a keyboard warrior. All these people that have so much to say about other people's looks, but then their camera accidentally comes on. And then you realize that the whole time you've been listening to somebody on a panel that's a total fucking hypocrite. And that the reason that they don't show their face while they talk about other people's looks is because they realize that they've got no leg to stand on. And I'm not saying that to be mean. The shortcuts, Nancy? But yeah, so to sum it up, like I said. Oh, thank you. I'm saving that. You are so awesome. I need that more than you know. Thank you. But yeah. Siwa, quit telling your prospective clients to go find their own loved ones to bring them to you so that y'all can communicate. That's just purely laziness. That is crazy. That's kind of like when she said, if you want your perk, if you want your free reading, come to me to ask for it. Go to your loved ones and get them and bring them to me, and I'll communicate for you. You just she sits on her bed like a fucking what is that tuna's fucking name on the damn tuna fish cans? Charlie Starfish. Is that his name? That's who she thinks, like a big tuna, ordering people around like she's the Godfather. Kiss my ring. Come here. Go get your loved ones. Come kiss my ring and I'll do a reading. Like, stop. You are not the Godfather. They took what to call me in the morning. I'm done. We just stop it. Yeah, because you only get a mini spell that's only a few dollars off here and there. Saying she had one what? Refresh my memory. It just cracks me up. It just makes me laugh. Like, you are really like the mob boss over there, for lack of a better term. And you're letting all these people like Geneva do all this heinous ass shit. And all the while acting like you didn't have any involvement and you didn't know anything. When you did, and you showed that damn screenshot on accident of your profile on Reddit, and you were all at the bottom taking it for your own self. You weren't saying it was wrong and to take it down. Wow, 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 wow. See what? You are not the hero, the martyr. You are not the do-gooder of this community. You lie and you grift and you lie and you grift some more and you do horrible ass shit, you know, behind the scenes. Yeah. If you don't want to show your face because you're embarrassed of how you look, don't ever talk about other people's looks. It's easy as that. I mean, because to be fair, if you're one of those that come on and want to talk about shit and never show your face and just use an avatar, and then the ones of us that do choose to put ourselves out there and our face out there, only to be made fun of people like you, it's just like the definition of hypocrisy. Stop scrolling. Siwa, how do you have enough nerve to sit over there? I wonder if I'm at that place on the live, because it's just like, I just can't. Sometimes I just can't. It's just so crazy to me that she says some of the shit that she says, crying about the stop scrolling or the quit scrolling, when you literally have the rudest ass videos about people on your stupid page. Take all that shit. If you're gonna, you really are a little big, a big baby, a big, huge, overgrown baby that can dish it out and can never take it. It's so insane. You can sit over there and put all them, you can make fun of everybody in an entire community and then cry and complain and be a victim when somebody retaliates. Do you not see this is the reason you're losing people left and right? Yeah. And then when I do, Ashley, and I actually go do other things and I leave this, because when it gets too fucking much, I'm just not going to keep, what am I? If like a sadist, I'm not going to keep just immersing myself in shit whenever it's making me feel like, when there's nothing you can do, and it becomes too much, and I'm sorry, that's just what I do. And I watched it. I'm so glad I did, because that show was so good, and I can't quit thinking about it. It was so good. I do have memberships, yes, and I really need to start doing more membership streams, because then I can at least really let my hair down and talk as much shit as I'd like to, because I really don't care. Because if I do it as a membership stream, then nobody can like play it on their lives. It should be at the description box. But yeah, it was just a few days, and then everybody said, "Oh, Brooke rolls her eyes. Brooke didn't see it. Brooke doesn't see that." I don't see everything. I work a lot, both at the hospital and doing another job. And sometimes I don't want to see it. Sometimes I get a fucking phone call in the middle of a stream and I have to take a phone call, or sometimes my kids call for me, or sometimes I take a shower. I don't always fucking have this shit playing. She is more than pathetic, Wanda. She is like the most, I don't even know how to explain it. And it's, if I say unattractive, it's not meaning looks. Behavior is just so weird to me and so off. And so she gets so fucking upset about shit that she does herself and does it. It's kind of like Jolene. It's like, that's why I say they're cut from the same cloth. Like, don't be bitching about stuff that other people do when you're doing it. Like, that's so weird. Hey, Vaulty. Oh yeah, she did have one. That's why I broke mine out and showed y'all that we had one. I broke when I was making fun of Amber for that time period of time that I was streaming about her a lot. I broke mine out and showed everybody. But yeah, stop. And definitely, like and then somebody passed away and you're still going to go on a stream again after we've corrected you the first time and asked you to take that stream down, whether you did or not, I don't know. But what's the point in taking it down when you literally said the same exact shit that you said in that stream that we asked you to take down again, and the stream you did from a couple days ago? Where do you either you're just a real evil bitch and you like to be real backhanded and you do shit like that on purpose, or that's how much you don't think. And you're stupid. Either you're really fucking backhanded or you're really dumb. And I'm going to go with the latter. Well, we obviously know you're both, but I don't think you have enough svelte to be backhanded passively like that. You like to do everything the abrasive, obvious, in your face way. Hence the scream talk sessions. And I know I'm going to get threatened for even talking on her, but I don't care. I mean, talking about subs, going after a sub that didn't agree with you. It's like, and it's so weird how you can just throw people to the side like they're garbage, like they were nothing to you. It just goes to show that's who you are. You don't care about anybody. You only do care about yourself. Or you wouldn't be able to hang up friendships like that and not take two, looks back. These people that follow you are simply there for a reason. They're there to benefit you and benefit you only. No, it doesn't. It does not. This is hilarious. As she says she was granted witness protection if she wanted it.
It's like, y'all, that was never.
Can you? This made me laugh. I'm so glad. Oh my God. Hey, Cosmic. She says that she was offered witness protection, but declined it. See, well, you're a liar. Show proof you were ever offered witness protection. You were not offered witness protection. People are offered witness protection when they do things like whistleblow for, I don't know, DOJ cases. Or if they're, you know what I'm saying? If they're like, I can't even. People are not offered a witness protection for being a person that's involved in the trial after the fact for sentencing. That is the fucking craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. And for you to say that somebody offer, yeah, it's not an offer. I think it's a directive. Like, bitch, you're going to change your name. You're going to Guam for the duration, indefinitely.
True. Being offered, doing two different things.
Listen, she said she was offered.
Family.
Yes, I'm going to definitely come on here. I'm not going to go real life, sewer, seaweed. Not doing that. I'm going to go from the comfort of my own home and not go real life and make fun of the bullshit that you say on the absolute regular, that people that are normal people that have enough sense to know that you're full of shit and have a better understanding of how certain things work than you ever will, obviously, because you continue to tell these tall tales to make yourself seem heroic, or I don't know.
Yes, that's what promoting, congratulating. Joel's doing some really gross shit to multiple people including myself, and I don't want you over here. So I guess that's what did it. But then you're in that stream and you're just threatening me right and left. So
Who?
what are you mad about? Nobody.
Everybody's always threatening you, Siwa. Do you notice that? Like I said, she basically has a script of a story and then little addendums to the script to always have to say threatening. They're threatening. They're threatening. They're putting me in danger. Threaten, danger, threaten, danger. All the effing time. People that are in threats, that are feel threatened or in danger, literally would do the exact opposite of your behavior, Siwa, and they would go off the grid, off of social media. They would probably pay a couple dollars or $10 or however much a month to have their shit scrubbed on Google, and they would go off the fucking grid and probably get a flip phone. That's not what you do, Siwa. Instead, you come on here and victimize yourself so that you can get money, super chats, cash apps, and sympathy. And then on top of that, you ice your fucking sympathy fucking shit down with lies to try to make yourself look more important or heroic or of a victim than you really are.
Nobody over here is threatening you at all. I'm not going to either. I don't do threatening. I'm not doxing. You have said the city and state multiple times on my chat. Yes, you have. Absolutely.
Oh, so this was last night whenever I did listen to this on my way home from work. I was listening to some of this. I did not finish it. But she evidently gets really, 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 really scared right here about possibly doxing or saying the location of one of Jules's subs and friends, JFid, right? So she gets super scared and tries to backpedal. And what we call that here in Texas is she tries to crawfish her way out of what she said because she gets so scared that she's going to get in trouble. Why don't you educate yourself with the law, Siwa? This is probably the same logic that you use whenever you say people saying that your fucking first and last name is a dox when everybody knows it. And when you strike people, it shows up on their channel publicly anyway.
And I had to purposely delete some of your comments because you kept saying city and state. I never said I was in witness protection. I said I was offered witness protection to testify, and I said no because I didn't want to raise my kids without family. When you
were offered witness protection to testify. How does that work? How does a person that's offered, if they're in witness protection, how do they get to testify? That's a serious question. I'm just wondering, people that, if by her, what she just said, that she was offered, like, so I could see her walking in and the DA or the prosecutor, whatever, tells her, like, look, if you testify, we'll put you in witness protection. But that, I'm literally asking now, and not just for her, for anybody, what does witness protection, protected witness look like when you're on the stand? And I'm not being facetious. If anybody knows, please put it in the chat because I'm serious. Do they go and are they deposed in private person and then their deposition is read? Because you would think that somebody that was, yeah, I know you have to cut everybody off and disappear and change your hair color and move to like I said, Costa Rica or something and get a new social. But you disappear and all that. But how is she saying that she was offered it prior to her testifying? So if she would have said, sure, yeah, let me get into the witness protection. So then how do you go about testifying if you're in witness protection? You don't, because you're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be gone and off the grid and wiped off the face of the earth. Right? Well, it was in the defense of that statement, though, Nancy, it was an M trial. But she was not a part of the trial that got him convicted. She was a part of the post-trial proceedings. Thank you, Debbie. Swim with the fishes. I know it's little catchphrases. That was one of the funniest things in that show. Dead to me. They were like, "Girls don't watch that. Girls don't watch that. We know about it. We just don't watch it." The vacuum shop. What you talking about? It's usually after you give your testimony. Well, whatever. I call bullshit. I call bullshit that you were offered witness protection. Complete bullshit. It might have been said that they would offer you or afford you some type of protection. I wish I could talk about something right now because I have been in a situation like this, but it was for something not criminal. I mean, and this was in dealings with the FBI and has nothing to do with anything. This has to do with like, grown up shit and nothing I did wrong and nothing criminal, totally civil, but federal. And so they will like offer protection that's not witness protection, if that makes sense. But I'm talking about the FBI. Like, I don't on a state level. Like you said, the Texas Rangers. So can state level authorities put people in witness protection, or is that just federal? Yeah, like the mafia or the cartel, right? Like whenever you're blowing the whistle, whether criminal or civil, because let's be honest, like even though people are professionals, people that do shady ass shit professionally, and it might be a civil crime that's federal. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless, it's when you're dealing with people that pose a threat for whatever reason. Yeah, she's acting like she testified against Pablo Escobar. Exactly. So they're gonna cut her hair off into a pixie cut, name her Bob, and give her a new social and set her up with a mud hut in Costa Rica where she will have to spearfish. Bob spearfishes for Bob's food with his little boy. That's how witness protection looks, See what? I mean, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Was there a criminal? Were they tied to some kind of investigation or hearing or something? They're like, that's the kind of little shit that I'm talking about. Like, this is why I love, besides trying to always have to take it for myself because she always gets shit wrong. And she did call me a stalker a few times, which I don't appreciate that.
With the protection, you have to cut off everybody. You can't talk to friends, family, relatives. You can't
She's watched a lot of movies, guys.
talk to anybody that you knew in your past life. You have to start over from scratch. Nobody can know where you're moving. You can't do none of that. So instead of me doing that, which I could have, because I was a victim and a witness, or I testified in a high-profile case in that area at least, I refused to do it.
You didn't testify in a high-profile trial. You testified in the post-trial proceedings. You did not testify in a high-profile trial to convict somebody. Your testimony did not convict anybody at all. But you really try to put it off that way, just like you try to put it off like he escaped from prison. And that's why you're in danger, because we're dealing with somebody that's a prison escapee. That's a successful prison escapee, but that didn't happen either. He wasn't behind bars. He was in the free world with handcuffs on and ran. So just like you try to portray things the way they're not, that's a lie. I don't know if you know that that's a lie. That is terrifying, Irish.
Because I didn't want my kids being raised without my parents, because my dad means the world to me, and that was the only father my son knew. He didn't know the other one, really. It was my dad that stepped up. So I chose not to do it, clearly. Oh my freaking God.
But how do you get there? How do you get there from considering being put in witness protection because of the danger that your life could possibly be potentially be in, to starting a YouTube channel and going on stream because Busy Blue calls it out and says it's weird if you don't, and then you do it? And you like, how did you get there? How did you get there from considering moving to Guam or Costa Rica and changing your social security number to opening up a channel on YouTube and TikTok? Yeah. And did she talk about the U.S. Marshals being there, or did she talk about the Texas Rangers, or did she say both? I don't remember. There's just been so many different stories. But to say, for her to act like she didn't ever want this talked about or discussed, Siwa, you told people behind the scenes. Siwa, don't fucking lie. You put it on your TikTok as part of almost like an advertisement. You put it everywhere. You are the one that talked about it. That's the reason people knew what to post on Reddit, because you had told them about it. You hopped around privately and told everybody about this shit. And then you're acting like you don't want it to be out or talked about. Yes, you do. You are, and that's why you say that you testified in a high-profile murder trial, and that's why you say he escaped from prison, when those both things aren't true. You know that it might be a few different words in your sentence that you might have to change to actually present the truth. But that doesn't make it true just because it's a few words short of the actual truth. I don't know why you're almost 40 and people on the internet are having to teach you these basic fundamentals of sociology.
Witness protection. Trust me, I would not be here. No, I know they're saying witness, but before they said witness 1,000 times too. And it's like, y'all, that was never true. Being offered, doing two different things. Wait. Steele was talking about me. Oh my God.
Yeah, that witness protection really wouldn't have worked out very well since you stayed in contact with the family and drove said family to see said person. Right? Like that doesn't, you can't, just like I always say, your behaviors do not match what you say ever.
You said where I'm from. You say where you're from. I don't know all of it because I don't watch her anymore. You can't tell me I cannot talk about the people talking about me. Oh, you can't talk about stuff. If you're over there running your mouth about me every fucking day, I can talk about you. Shut up. I've got all the screenshots of you running your mouth about me and threatening me just 10 minutes ago. Give me a second.
Always a threat. Hold on one second, my dog. She needs money.
She was online?
And yes, she is working, but she still needs money. And how is she calling me for money all the time for gas when she owes me money? Anyway, long story. Teenagers.
Talk about me for what? Okay, now we're moving.
Oh, and let me also say, she went on in one of these streams, I don't know which one it is, and was sitting there making fun of the truce or whatever that we had the other day, and acting like she was too good to be involved. First of all, see, you were not invited. I mean, maybe somebody invited you privately or something, but no, that was not ever I never thought that you were going to be involved in that at all, because I would not have participated, because I'm not ever going to kumbaya with this person. This person literally tried to get me in some serious positions in my real life that would have affected my real life and my children's lives. And for that, I will never forgive her. You're the one that pulled the trigger. You're the one that's done the things that you've done, Siwa, and you want to sit back and act like I had every right to. No, you did it for clicks and views and content. You messed with my real life for your own personal gain, clicks, views, money, cash apps, and fucking super chats. So yeah, never. I think she does. I think she's that level of pathologic. I do.
Moving on. Like, nobody said a word about you, JFid, ever on my channel negatively, ever. This is the first time. And it's like, because I'm done. I'm done.
This is Siwa scared. While she's trying to still be like Billy Badass, she's really scared. It's just fascinating to watch her in her own element, in her own environment. Hold on one second. I'm about to. Yeah, that would be, she should definitely study to do something, because say what you want to, excuses. Listen, if I was in a situation like that, I'm not even going to say, I mean, you wouldn't be able to stop me. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And I've been there before, like in college, and like, I don't know. It's just like, you know that you got to do something and you've got to do it. You just do it. And it might hurt. It might be blood, sweat, and tears situation. But when you got to do something, you just do it. You don't sit around making excuses as to why you can't. Like, that's just not a good example. Like, you got to show your kids and people like that you, I don't know. You can do you can lead your life however you choose to, but to sit around making excuses and to sit around making money, you've done it from jump. This is why we all have a problem with you. You make money at everybody else's expense because you don't want to get up and do for yourself.
For in your chat that I'm not a part of, that's an enemy of mine, that's been attacking me already 1,000 times over there. You're talking about my fucking story, correct? You know what y'all bitch about all the time that I'm not doing? Right? Right. Okay, moving on. Let's take that one down. Because I did all this for nothing, right? I'm just mad at you for no reason. I just came out of the blue and said something simply because you merely existed. Right? Right. And I threatened you allegedly. Okay, I know for a fact I did it.
Scaredy cat, scaredy cat, scaredy cat.
Lies. They did this morning. Like, my God, the whole chat is fucking about me. She knows what a Lobo is. It's a high school mascot. She knows better than to mess with me. I'm a Lobo, Silo. Remember? I could be a whole bitch and come for your soul. But
and I did hear her mention what her own mascot was. What's funny is I hope she realizes that everybody's going to I bet you everybody's looking around and not me because I don't have the energy or the concern enough to do so. But you did put your own high school mascot out there. So I'm sure people are going to be combing the interwebs looking for your cheerleading pictures. Go Lions. She won't do that though, because she's too impatient to wait for that change to happen. Like, look at Amber. Like, she went to another community and Amber's making bank, okay? Way more than I'm making. I'll tell you that right now. Way more. But I think she's too scared to take the risk and I don't know how long it took Amber to get like she's got a shitload of people in her streams a lot, and she makes quite a bit of money. But she won't because she's too scared that this is her bread and butter. She's too scared to venture off. She knows that talking shit on people and then crying about it when she gets shit talked back on her, that gets her sympathy, views, and money. It's a whole scam. It's a whole damn. I'm sure it's like a fucking recipe. It's like a spell. Like, she's got this shit down. It's a cycle. Somebody needs to, you remember that chart they used to talk about John having? Somebody needs to make a chart like that for Siwa. No, it definitely falls flat. And she's not skilled. She's not skilled in being funny. She's not skilled in being sarcastic. She's not skilled that. And that's what another thing I kept hearing, those things I wanted to tell y'all about, like how she's got this she's got this certain script that she says and she puts different words in. Like, I can't hope she does it soon because she does it constantly and it cracks me up.
Never occurred to me to be so cruel as you're talking about okay. I am not afraid of
Because
her.
I wanted to ask y'all, what do you call this? It's like when you say, you'll have to hear
I've
it.
been Lobos since 1984. All my siblings are Lobos. She ought not come for me.
I promise she'll do it
And
soon.
Who's threatening who now? Well, she was threatening us. She's over there responding to our lies. She's not threatening. She's just saying what we're saying. She's just reading our comments. It's very threatened. I feel very threatened that people expose me for what I say. So I'm going to say you're threatening me real life. Well, I'm actually threatening you. Got it.
Threat.
Oh, wait, did I do that one? Yeah, hold on. Sorry, there's so many. I'm losing track of all this. I'm sorry. My apologies. That was a repeat. Give me 1 minute. Here we go, honey bunny.
And another thing about Siwa that cracks me up is even when she's terrified and scared and she's probably like shaking literally of fear, she still tries to act hard and she's not bothered. And it's the funniest shit. I'm not saying that she's scared right now. I'm just saying you'll never see her, even when she's like the most people that she's most scared of, she will never back down. Even when she's just, it's funny.
Never said I had your address or said I would get your address or anything shape or form.
But like right now, she's getting a little, but right now she's trying to be a hard ass whilst whatever, backing down. You see, while she's crawfishing, she's still trying to be tough and, it's just fucking hilarious. This person is.
One of you guys said it 1,000 times in my chat. Don't lie now and say you did not. Yes, you did. I don't know exactly which ones you did it in because it's been. I try to do a stream often. So to go and find the 10 that you said that city and state, I don't have time for it. I'm not going to do that. So you can go do it. I'm not going to. Yeah, they don't know why they ain't said nothing, guys. They ain't said a damn thing about me. I'm making it all up. Oh God, that one's a joke. I don't watch him either. Right? I have no idea, and they're shaking. They're so mad. Bless their hearts. Bless the hearts, honey. I have no idea. Actually, I know her, but I'm not going to dox anybody. I'm honestly not going to. Seriously, if she had never said the city and state where we allegedly both went to school, I didn't go to that school. I never went to that school, ever. I don't even know why. We were both locals, honey. I never went to that school. You would always come in. We love you girls. We love you girls. I'd never say that in my streams.
Who did Ageless Beauty? If anybody knows if she's got a relative that's transgender, it would be Christy, because Christy was really close to her. You would think she would know. I ain't said a damn thing, dadgummit.
So don't.
Anybody, listen, people that say stuff like, what did she say the other day that made me laugh? I wish y'all always were around so that y'all could hear me whenever I hear something and I laugh my ass off and we could talk about it, because it's just, what did she say? And I thought to myself, I think I might have said it out loud. I was like, you have your shit together when you say shit like that. And I can't remember what it was. You've made it to the top when you say shit like son of a biscuit eater and you're almost 40. You've done it. You've done well in life when you say shit like, I don't even know. It was something that she doesn't say often, but she said it. Oh, any hoozlebees. That's what it was. Any hoozlebees. Oh my God. Cringe. No, she said that on a live. Well, hi, nice to have you, Ageless Beauty. And it's a shame that we can't talk more about 90 Day. I don't even really watch it anymore, to be completely honest. No, actually, that was said on a live stream on Instagram. And a lot of people, I don't know if anybody in the chat heard the same live stream that I'm talking about. I wish I would screen record more things if I'm able to recall and remember things, then obviously I should have had that screen recorded. And I just hear shocking things. And this isn't the only example. There's tons of them that I don't think, I guess I'm so shocked that I don't think to swipe down and record it. But sometimes I'm on my A game. Just sometimes I don't. But I'm sure I know there's been people in my other chats that definitely were in that live stream. She knows what she said. And I did, and that's awful that I said it. And I'm sorry, Jen, for saying it. And I did go back and I did look at our messages and I did think I apologized, but I did say what I said is I felt bad for saying what I said. And I did. And that was the next day after saying it. But my gosh, I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry I brought that shit back up. And it might not have been exactly what you said, but that's what I had recalled you saying, something along those lines. And it was said to be rude and hateful, and it was wrong. And I apologize. But that's the last and only thing you're going to get from me. I mean what I'm saying, but I do not want to be your friend. But if it really has caused all this trouble that you've internalized, me not apologizing to you, to your discretion, and I guess I never did say the words I'm sorry, but I did say I felt bad. She did. I don't know about her family though. I've never heard her mention anybody. And she's been on a live with Queen Tulsa, who is a transgender creator. I don't know if she still is or still around, but she was on a very long live stream. I commentated on it. It's somewhere. It's called like Girls Gone Wild or something like that, YouTube edition. And I commentated on it. And you would think if that was the case, that it would have been brought up then. And that I'm not sure though. Maybe not. I'm just speculating because I don't know the answer. I don't know that I've ever heard her say that. That's all I can say is what she's said online or to me privately or whatever. Yeah, we made up and we were friends after that, but evidently it was fake because she was evidently secretly hating on me to the point of developing a completely bullshit story lie to cover Dee's involvement in the whole Keaton interview. And also, by the way, there's all this talk about the Keaton interview. Why isn't there any screenshots backing up what anybody's saying about weeks prior, days prior, who was saying what, who was saying who? Julie, where are the screenshots? Why don't you have that proof? You're saying this, but why aren't you showing it? And their answer to that question is because there's not any, because we've already looked. So, I mean, it's crazy. I think that everybody's built to understand how people can lie about you by saying something in a story that's not the right fact, even if it's on purpose. But whenever somebody develops an entire fucking story line, a whole like sonnet out of fucking something you're involved in or some shit, and you're like, what is she fucking talking about? Twilight Zone? What are you talking? Like, there's not even a shred of like, this was just a bold-faced lie, you know? There was nothing derived and accidentally mistranslated. This was a fucking story that was And even when she was going on, I could tell you, I don't know who it was, but it definitely wasn't D. And then we find out the whole time it was D in that conversation. And there are screenshots of D facilitating that interview herself. Have those been shown, Maria? Where D's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna make the thumbnail and I'm gonna message Jen and we're gonna get this done and and high fives all around, 1, 2, 3, break, you know, that kind of shit. We found out the fucking day of, and that is the damn truth. And I did not go into that group chat until late afternoon. And that's when I found out, literal hours before the shit happened. So this was all done, not only to try to throw me under some bus that I didn't belong under, because I really didn't have anything to do with that. So that was attempted and done. And then the second thing, which there are messages that I did write, and I've already talked about that ad nauseum. But at the center of all this, it's you, D. You're the one, like, and you had already done all of that shit before I went in there. Yeah. Get her. Yeah. And I'm guilty for that. I fucking am. I sure am. But she had already done everything she was going to do. And then it doesn't, nobody ever shows the part where I say, do not even involve her ex. Because they were ready to destroy without having any conscience to think. And I did go along with it. And I do regret it. Jules is not my friend. But even saying it and not saying anything to stop it and saying things to promote that shit was completely wrong. And I meant what I said when I apologized a lot, but oh, that's Geneva. That's the Geneva that likes to lie about shit and tell everybody that I'm on a year-long desk duty at work. And she knows this because she contacted people that I work with, or people that she works with contacted them. That's the liar that lives in California. That's evidently an RN or a nurse of some kind. Maybe she's an LVN. I don't know. And she's also the one that's suspect number one, until I know different, that posted my son on Reddit. And she's been secretly sending people all kinds of links to report me in my community. I fucking community watch shit. Like fucking Crime Stoppers. I don't know. Well, dolls are not cheap, so she can have fun. She's going to have to go start collecting dolls or buying dolls. And I doubt she'll be like, Jen, just stop. I'd say don't quit your day job, but well, you know. Yes, by making spirit boxes is simply downloading an app that one of us can download.
Now because it's inconvenient that you said it, because you can't be so mad at me if I simply repeat it. You said it 1,000 times, honey. I would not just go out and say that. I would not. Okay. But I will stop saying it.
Yes, you would. You just won't do it publicly anymore. You're such a fucking liar. This is what I can't deal with her.
You're claiming you're not comfortable with it. I will stop saying it. That's news to me. Again, you've been saying it. But okay,
listen to how scared she is. I'm just dying.
But nobody's threatening you. Nobody said anything about getting an address. Nobody said anything about going after you in any way. Nothing. Me simply responding to your live is not a threat or an attack. It's not illegal. It's not none of that. Y'all are threatening to mass report my channel. You're talking about, oh, she bought all her soot. No, I never bought a single one. What else y'all talk about? Talk about my R in the chat that hates me, that are enemies that wrote fucking letters to him and sent nudes already.
Did I see?
Yeah,
I didn't
talk
see.
about my R over there.
Are you talking about the one he did with like filter versus no filter? No. Hey, I'm down for any kind of roasting that's completely within legal limits of the law, and it's not going real life, and it's not like Johnny Crack doesn't bother me. I mean, as far as me goes. Now, what he did about Maria was fucked up. But like, just like jabs like that, no. I think that's how everybody should respond to people online, is they should do something creative, funny. At the same time, it's kind of a roast. Like, I think what George does is actually a great example of how to handle people online without interfering in their real life, and to effectively piss them off at the same time. I think it's actually brilliant. Oh, I didn't see it. Is it bad? Is it bad? No, it doesn't. It doesn't even matter. If people think it's funny, people can laugh at my expense. I do not care. As you can see, I've done several things that or against my better judgment, but it's because in the name of being humorous or trying to divert from doing shit that's real life. What is this Instagram? Does anybody know? And that wiener isn't racist. That wiener was hilarious. Like, I didn't know anything about the wiener. In fact, I started liking George when I saw him on that panel the other night. And that's why I was like, what? Where's the accent? Because the first time I saw him when he had the accent, I guess, on whoever's panel, Siwa's panel or whoever's that was. Whose was that? And then the next night he didn't have it. I thought maybe I'm just too gullible. But for a second, maybe I thought that was his real accent. So the next day I did not understand why he didn't have one. Let me see. Do you have me blocked, George? I hope not. Hopefully I'll be able to see. Oh God, Dreamy, with that other thing that you sent me. What's that? What's that about? What are you sending me? I thought you were sending me his IG. What's his name? Hey, Fancy Feast. I am George W. Like the George W. Let's see if George has me blocked. I think so. Yes, he does. Wait, does it have his full name on here? No. Is it an open page? Oh, Lord. Well, I definitely need to delete this. I did not realize he's following my private IG. So anything that's been out from that, that's how the people are getting it, I'm assuming. That's good to know. I don't know what it is. Is it a picture of him with sunglasses on? Is it private? Does it have his full name on it? I don't want to say it out loud. Does it have 1739 followers? Oh, it's open. So this isn't it. What, George? You even have me blocked on my, I guess, oh, because it's, I guess you have me blocked from all pages. So I was gonna say, you have me even blocked from my private IG. Unblock me, George. I want to see the doll. Yeah, really, Debbie. Make sure my boobs look good. Make sure my hair looks good. I think, though, if you have somebody blocked, did she now? Well, that's interesting. Okay, I found it. Hold on, let me see if it's. Okay, I'm gonna follow you, George. Where's my doll? Which one's mine? OMG. Oh my God. Is that okay? Now I see mine. At least he put me in cute scrubs. My hair could use a brush though. What up, New York Tyrant Hunter? Anyway, guys, I don't know. I think I need to get out of here. I need to go figure out what I'm cooking for dinner. I literally went and got a mammogram. I went to, and I know it's TMI, got my son's teacher's gifts and some stocking stuffers from Marshall's. The girls always appreciate bottles of dry shampoo. And we like, use a certain brand. It's the best. What brand is this? Ugh, they get these every year. I don't know. They sell it at Ulta, but Marshall's has it so much cheaper. It is the Batiste Instant Hair Refresh Dry Shampoo. So they always get that in their stockings. So if you're gonna put that, like, that's a great thing to put in your teenager stockings. But if you're gonna buy it, do it at Marshall's. So you save like $10 or $12. The link I sent you is someone telling me to lay off Geneva. Well, Geneva has made this bed, not me. Geneva's done. Geneva's up there with Siwa now, as far as I'm concerned, with trying to infiltrate my life, which I don't appreciate because I don't even know this girl. So who's this? It's not doing anything. When I click the link, it doesn't do anything. Like, it doesn't do anything, Dreamy. It loads and it's black. Unless I'm supposed to turn it up. No. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not. It's pretty. I mean, I can't lie that, but that's. It's a little on the cusp of. This is me. It says, Anne, I think I finally found the witch's address. Can you see that? Oh. So there's that one. Definitely. I don't, Dreamy, you might need to resend that. Oh my God, Amanda. Oh my God, Amanda. You are the creeper of all creeper stalkers. God, stop it. I'm not letting you in. I'm not going to fight with you. I can't believe I'm even responding to you. And it's only because somebody just sent it to me. But nobody's reading your flipping dissertations. Like, that is crazy pants that you have. I mean, and this wasn't even that long. Thank goodness. But my God, I'm serious. Like, there's like numerous 10-page essays on her community tab. It's just exhausting to even know that you spent that much time to, and everybody looks at that and says, fuck that. I'm not reading it. Less is more. Yes, it's binoculars. And then let's see. Oh, I didn't read what's wrong with the ingredients? Oh, butane. Shit. Yeah, I think anything that does spray has butane, right? Doesn't any aerosol can have that? No. I don't know. I think it'll be okay. I use it myself. This one says, hello, yes, I'd like to take a billboard. I don't like to read this out loud because it was a very fucking poor taste that I said that. So I don't even want to read the caption there. Y'all can read it. I do feel bad for it. Yeah. Sure can. I think if I can figure, yeah, this is going to be easy to figure out. There we go. Look at me go. Did he? George. Oh, that's not going to work. That's definitely not it. I don't know how to do it. This is definitely not, because this just posted like an Amanda size code. Like, this is like a huge 20,000. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Nancy. Then one of me and my husband. Which one's that one? Oh. It says Brooke's Halloween stream. That's pretty accurate depiction. But come on, George. He had, well, it looks so much like a actual peen. I don't know. This is probably going to get me a yellow for my stream, to be fair, to be honest. Yeah, but he had, this little G-string on. Thank God he didn't turn around. That's what freaked me out. Y'all didn't get to see him walking away with the butt showing. And so, and it happened so fast that I didn't know if what showed on the stream either until I went back to watch it, and you can't stop and watch. Like, I didn't know what a night. Oh, what a night. So, whatever. I could not believe that shit. I couldn't believe he did that. If y'all only knew how shy and how much he would never do that, something, anything like that in real life, like not on a computer. Like, it's hilarious how safe he felt on a computer screen, because that is not something he would ever do, anything like that ever in real life. Like, he would never, like, me and my girlfriend sitting around having like a wine or whatever in my living room, having a girl's wine. He would never just walk out and bend over and pick something up off the floor dressed like that. He would, the fact that he thought it was fine to do that was the funniest shit ever to me. She's getting plenty of attention, Pain. She is, and she likes that attention. I mean, but just leave me alone. I blocked you the last time she tried to send me some, like, whenever Amanda gets like friends, she starts acting like this, like whenever she doesn't have anybody in her corner, she acts like this. Oh, I'm scared. But when she doesn't, she like, it's kind of like, see what do, maybe that's another reason they get along. Then she feels like she's 10 foot tall and bulletproof. And she sent me this, like, I don't know. Like, if you want to get a point across, less is more. Send me a couple sentences. I will never read. Newsflash. Anybody sending me something I've got to do more than one swipe on to read it, it ain't getting read. No. Nope. If you've got that much to say to me and you don't want to call and tell me it's because I won't pick up, that means you shouldn't even be messaging me. Oh, she just sent me something. My husband posts, speaking of him, he posts these really, really off-putting things on our Facebook. Everybody's like, oh my God, Facebook. I don't get on Facebook, but I need to have a Facebook. Does that make sense? So that's why my name is on there. Because the shit that he posts on there is ridiculous and embarrassing and totally not tasteful. Who's diarying and who's womping? Oh, Amanda. Okay, yeah. That's just crazy. That's a lot of time to author thoughts like that. Just go live if you've got all that to say. Okay, let's listen to how embarrassing. So my friend that I saw at shopping today that I was speaking to was sending me a post that he posted. Because everybody seems to think he's hilarious. And that's another common misconception is like, even people, my job and people like her, it takes them a while to realize it's not me posting that shit. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, it's really distasteful stuff. Oh my God. Like, this one was a meme and it says, like, how embarrassing is this? It says, I was eating a toaster strudel in bed and I dropped it. No way. Maybe my wife is going to believe that story. I can't even with him. And it's like literally a picture of, imagine what a toaster strudel, top, the stuff on the top that you put on the frosting, that looks like once it gets hot and it melts. So that, imagine that, a toaster strudel falling over on the bed. So that's the meme that my husband decided to post on the Facebook that we have grandmas on, but whatever, it is what it is. See what I mean? How safe he feels behind a computer. That was a beautiful way to prove my point. Embarrassing.
A fucking issue. As y'all claim and cry this morning, see when he stopped telling us our stories. The fuck are you doing?
Shut up.
About worrying what we wrote, what we posted on Reddit. First off, and if she doxes me, I will call my attorney. Honey, I'm not doxing you. I just fucking said.
Look how scared she gets.
Yeah, I mean, now we're gonna have
I'm not gonna lie. I seriously am disappointed that I did not get to go. Like Jason had already told me, that's fine. Like I was like, you're gonna get really mad, but I have to go get an attorney for real this time because of this girl. And he's like, do it. Then he was like, and then we're gonna get all of it back. I was like, damn straight. So
we're gonna have a marathon for 4 days now. There's gonna be back to back to back to back. As if they haven't already done it for a week straight, back to back to back to back, all about me and other people. Oh, we didn't talk about her for 10 minutes. How dare she bring us up? We stopped talking about her 30 minutes ago. How dare she finally say something back? We've only done 6 streams in a row about that bitch and shared every little thing we have on her that was traumatizing and hurtful and her children. How dare she say we're bad? Honey, save your money. You don't got to call your attorney. Nobody is doxing you, and I'm not going to dox you.
translation, I'm scared shitless that you're going to call your attorney, and I don't want to get in any kind of legal troubles because in the past, the people that used to be my friends have already told people that aren't my friends currently that's the one thing I always cried about in secret was people litigating against me and being terrified of ever having to be brought to court, which is also why I moved away from the resort. That's how you translate what she just said there. Okay, moving on.
You know, I don't know what's going on with you and your family. Honestly, prayers, if there is, I don't know. I haven't watched y'all streams to know anything about that. But just looking at the comments, I see prayer hands. So yes, prayers to Carrie Taylor if you're going through something with honest to God. I don't wish that on you, and I hope he's okay, and I hope y'all get it figured out. And I'm leaving it. If you'll leave it, leave me alone. I will.
Like, see what you do. You not? You said, didn't you just say that you don't tell other people's stories when you went stream after stream after stream telling the story the one story I didn't want anybody knowing about, the one situation in my life that you've ran into the ground and exploited to the max, and even exploited after the fact 3 years later. But you don't tell other people's stories. Girl, get off of your high horse. You do have memory problems because you don't remember the dirty deeds that you do and continue to do and have done in the past to people that are horrendous, like threatening to play the 911 call so much that I felt like I was pushed up against the wall to where I've had to play it myself so that you'd stop threatening me with it. That was my story. And you sat there and tormented me with it.
Because I didn't start this I didn't imagine a fight with you like you were doing with me. Over what? I don't even know. You're mad about what Real said about Missy. Again, I was not in the chat. I was not on the stream. I'm not even friends with people he did it on. And then when he did come up and y'all brought it up in my chat, Missy, not me.
God, just the confrontational way she talks is so juvenile. It just reminds me of fighting with somebody on the playground when I was in 3rd grade.
She had not done that. How else would I know? How the fuck else would I know her city and state? I've never looked her name up. I've never
still going on about it because she's scared to death.
How else would I fucking know the city and state? Oh, because she came in and said it a million times. We L girls have to stick together.
God, shut
We
up.
know where we're from. They don't mess with us here. Oh, Matthew McConaughey.
I hope that woman screwed with her hardcore because she was clearly bothered.
Was it the one about Muzz, or which I'm not gonna play the whole thing?
Did she? Stop scrolling!
I don't think it was one with Muzz. I think it was another time he came up. Give me a second. I'm trying to find it. What if it's...
And they think it's so funny to say stop scrolling because that was pain and tragedy because I forgot my 2-factor authentication and I forgot my password, which is again my fault. But I'm gonna gaslight that and put it on everybody else because y'all are scrolling through my Instagram and y'all scrolled over my kids and I said stop scrolling and it hurts me. But I'm gonna put up fucking John, like him or hate him, screaming about the pain of feeling his mother, talking about his mother, bitch. You are insufferable, and that is that's probably one of the nicest things I can say about you. So, she literally I've said this from jump. Like the way she talks reminds me of like remember us doing plays when we were little, like in like elementary school and reading a script. That's how Siwa talks. She talks like that, like the way she talks loud, and it's just the way she tries to. I wish I could put into words. Hey, Chris, I was just thinking about you the other day. Chris, where have you been?
Okay, I see where Real shared proof about the interview or whatnot. I think it's the after show, maybe. Give me a minute. Let me try to find the proof since they swear to God I just let them say whatever and I never said a damn thing back. Not true. Obviously not true.
Has a public and open IG with her in every post is geo-mapped or geotagged. Oh, hold on. think that must have been accidental. Okay. Oh, maybe not. That was my other offspring. Okay.
Okay, here's real.
Hello, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I've been waiting. That's my other song for that. I don't know. I'm waiting. And we still do have to get back to the Raymond book. I've got to get back to that, but I've got to go on screen for that. And my hair, it's been raining, a rainy, nasty mess today. And so I'm literally like in a flannel and a Christmas t-shirt and some yoga pants, some stretch black pants and my hair on top of my head. Oh, Lavender Lady, you're so cute. Thank you so much. So much. Welcome. Thank you. What are these rhetorical questions? I think I've stated many, many times that I contacted her husband because I had his wife posting that she was coming to my house. And furthermore, let me bring up another point to that. She's contended recently that was all a prank. It was a prank. And she had blocked me and I wasn't supposed to see it. But then why was she going in? She said also with the same on the other side of her mouth that she was going in DMs and laughing about it with Vault and MTT and Maria, saying it was just a prank and waiting and watching to see what I was going to do. So do you understand how that Lavender Lady, for example, like, do you understand how like what she says doesn't add up? Like she literally said she was trying to do these things to make sure she didn't have a leak in her fucking IG, but yeah, waiting and rubbing her hands together in DMs with her friends saying she can't wait to see how I react. Doesn't make sense. So yeah. Hey, Wallet, how are you, sweetie? It's my wallet. Yeah, nobody knew her story back then, and she was literally mapping out my address and posting it places. Like, before you come in here, with all due respect, like, have a little bit of knowledge on the backstory and the truth of the backstory. But that's the problem, is I've presented it a lot, and unfortunately, people are going to believe what they choose to believe. And if you don't choose to have an open mind to listen to facts and make a decision and not just go with the herd of the sheep, then unfortunately you're just with a bunch of people that are misinformed and believe somebody that is in my opinion, quite dangerous and pathological liar. So, but yeah, she came at me out of literally nowhere on her little broom, landed in my space and started doxing the F out of me and posting shit about me. And I'm like, if you could only imagine, like, minding your business and not knowing who this person is and comes out of nowhere. I mean, the only thing I knew of her from watching her on that one stream. And then out of nowhere, she comes up and just starts thinking that she's good. I'm like, this person comes out of nowhere and literally thinks she's going to start posting maps to my house and threatening to come put hands on me without saying it, and expect me not to try to reach out to somebody, because how is it? Let's think about what I was going to report to the police. Seriously, that a witch from 3 hours north is coming down here with her friends. I wasn't the one talking about her story first. She was in the background in the DMs telling everybody, and then it ended up on Reddit because she fell out with somebody. Surprise. And then it actually started, if you really want to get technical, back then between Terry Lynn and Amzie, and I was just a spectator. But as a spectator back then, and as many spectators back then, sorry that if you're going to be having a public fight between two different channels and two different creators. And no, it wasn't me. It was her and Amzy and Terry Lynn. And then we have a right to an opinion. Yeah. She picked on me randomly because she was trying to get in the good graces of John Yates so that she could be a panelist on his channel or anybody's channel that would listen, because she also made an appearance on Amber and Heidi's channel. She came in as being this mystical person, this mysterious individual and that's why she had this live with that Heather chicks, because it was like the unveiling of Siwa Moon. And it was like 5 people watching. And so I'm like, who the fuck is, like, I had seen her in chats, and like, it was just weird how she was trying, like, and I just kept thinking of JoJo Siwa. Like, if somebody's going to pick a name, why are they picking somebody that's actually relevant? That's like, anyway, long story short, that's why I was like, who is this person? And then, and we had a normal conversation. And then the next thing I know, she's posting my fucking house and shit. And like I said, maps to my house. Like, I'm not making this up. You can believe what you want. Hey, Patrick, you can believe, I have been, hello. Thank you so much. You can believe what you want to believe, but I'm telling you the damn honest truth that I was literally minding my business. Like, after their little expose, Siwa Moon, who am I thing, I never would have thought about her ever again. But she came at me for John so that she would be able to be in a crowd. And she was already at that time, let it be known on her Instagram, already asking for money for witch supplies is what it was for at that time. And what I believed happened is then she started seeing people that were in her reach that she could actually communicate with and talk to. And at that time, she was trying to go after Lita because she just wanted any kind of anything with anybody, whether it was good or bad, fighting or infighting or whatever. She needed to come in and make herself a known name, so that she could eventually do what she's doing now, which is sit on her ass and make money. I hope it makes sense. Yes, she defended him, and she wrongfully accused me of being the person that sent them, which that was another instance and situation that I literally didn't have anything to do with. Like, there's not many. Let me relish in the ones that I've got. But she also said that the other day is that's another person that always seems to get that little fun fact incorrect. Yeah, imagine getting somebody coming at me hard and being like, WTF? Like, what the did I do to you other than we had me walking away from me watching her on that live thinking she's a total nutcase, right? That was my takeaway. Like, who the fuck is this bitch? Like, and not thinking twice about the girl. And then all of a sudden, boom, like, just out of nowhere. I'm like thinking, like, who? Like, you could tell this was somebody that wanted to start a fight in order to become relevant. I knew that that's what it was all about from the beginning. So the way that she tries to play this down and act like it's something that it's not and pretend like that's not what she was doing, it's hysterical to me, but it's infuriating at the same time, because it's exactly what she did. She started a fight with me so that she could have a foot in the door, good or bad, fighting or not fighting. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So that she could become a mouthpiece of the community that she didn't belong to. Yep, I've got recordings of her saying that, and I've also got there's also live streams where she denied it and had to come back and say she said it because I played them. Lita's fupa, Lita's mustache, Lita's this, and this is a live stream, mind you, while she's driving that car with the furry fucking steering wheel, bragging about all the fupa accounts and mustache accounts that she has against Lita. But yeah, she'll tell you today she doesn't have sock accounts. So we're just supposed to believe that you've totally changed your behavior and your trolling ways and your sneaky, shady ass things that you do, that you've probably been doing your entire fucking life. Just because, why? Because people are onto you? I don't think so. And if anybody buys that, I've got a bridge that I have on sale. Oh, that's such a cute, that is so funny that you call it a hair island, because that is exactly, what is that a picture of? That is exactly what I called it, as this hair island. How did you know that? Do I know you? I think I do. What is that a picture of? I can't tell. Lavender Lady, but nobody would have talked on her story. Like, listen, this is how this could have went down. This is totally how this could have went down. I'm probably going to have to relocate to my bedroom because they're about to come busting through the door. The way this could have happened is it could have been put on Reddit. What was put on Reddit were the appellate documents, and it wasn't by me. She swears it was whoever, Jugs or whoever. I don't know who it was. Okay, so that was put on there. But she had already went behind the scenes and told everybody about this again. And she also has this lavender lady as a description, as a bio, or as a caption or something on her TikTok. Like, she exploits the story herself, and she knows she does. So after it was put on Reddit, it could have been handled a different way, as in you could have put that, extinguished it. It could have been taken down, and it didn't have to be explained. It never was explained in those documents that anything that it had to do with a personal story of that magnitude. Okay. So she then chose and made the conscious decision to go online for months. Okay. And I don't know if you weren't around back then, but if you go back, I'm sure you can find them, or maybe not. Maybe she's privated them, because if you go back and watch from the beginning, maybe you'll see where this skepticism and this all the way that people feel about her has come from. It's come from the fact that it was in our faces every time. If you wanted to watch a stream of hers, that's what you were listening to, and it wasn't about me and her fighting about it. That's when I became in the background going, oh my God, Phil, I've got to get these documents, I got to see this, because all I was hearing was every single night it might have been a small difference, but it was just, and it wasn't just me. Like, I was trying to take out the fact that I couldn't stand the girl and try to be unbiased with the situation as best as I could. And people that had no dog in the fight felt the same way. Phil felt the same way. Phil would not have went and got those documents if he didn't think she was lying too. So if you want to know the God's honest truth, and if you really want to get down to the history of all this, the person that put that story out and that talked about it incessantly ad nauseum, night after night after night after night, and in explicit and unnecessary detail, was not me. And if you really want to theorize this, like, so that's why everybody kind of gets pissed off when she's like, stop talking about, like, you decided to put that out there after going behind the scenes and telling everybody about this. Like, you were going to find a way for this to come out. In my opinion, I hate to say that, but but yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. And that's exactly right. And I don't understand how she can sit there and say that whenever she tormented me with something. The one thing I didn't want to get out ever about my personal business, the one thing in my adult life that's very traumatizing for me. It is that entire night, that whole situation and everything to follow. And then not only to do that, Lavender, to threaten to have play the FOIA requested 911 call from a personal thing that night that happened between me and my family, my husband, right? Threatening me for I don't know how long, night after night after night, and then going as far as to reach out to a probation officer. Instead of, if that was the case and she was that scared and that was the reason for her doing things, she literally should have called the police. But the thing is she doesn't want a resolution like that. She doesn't want the police to call and tell me to stop doing what I'm doing, which would be highly effective if I was doing something dangerous. But no, she wants to do something to where it disrupts my life and truly hurts my real life. So for that all the soapbox talk over there of real life shit, this and that, I'm better than them, I don't do that, that doesn't go on here. That's all reinforcement for her listeners to believe she doesn't do that, because she does it so much. That was a long sentence. Because she does it so much that the constant reminders that aren't necessary, by the way. You don't always got to remind people how good you are and how ethical your channel is and how you don't go low and you're the only creator that doesn't bullshit. You took an opportunity to try to ruin my life so many times. You sent around my private information to my job to strangers that did not know you well enough, that were kind of insulted, that you thought, like, they took it as, my God, if she's sending this shit to me, she's sending it to literally everybody because she doesn't know me like this to send this to me. So how many people did you send my fucking job contact information to? And now I'm not going to let it go. Because why won't I let it go? Because you won't take it and own it. maybe, just maybe, if you ever took accountability instead of saying shit were pranks, this was that, this was that, this was that, and this, those are all bullshit excuses. You know what you did and were doing and wanted to happen and still want it to happen. That's why you're over there pretending to be investigators, emailing yourself. Prove it if you didn't. Or maybe you didn't email it to yourself. Maybe one of your friends emailed it to you. But let me just tell you, you're all going to have to get way better skills at drafting emails that look like it comes from a professional than that, if you want people to believe it. Seriously. Or you could just give me the name or tell them to call me. You don't even have to give me his name. If you want to prove me wrong, have that detective reach out to me or let me reach out to them. I had been asking for a case number. So Lavender, I'm sorry if I'm being a little snarky here, but I'm just telling you right now that this woman came out. She can lie all she wants on her channel. That's why she won't go on other people's channels, because see, then we would have been be able to have a back and forth debate on things and you know, be able to have a discussion about rights and wrongs and things that she says that aren't true. So when she tells you she doesn't go on other people's panels, that's because she'd be confronted with the truth and she can't combat that live. You know? Yeah, I mean, I would like. I think that's a right, but the thing about it is that was just another swindle. That was just another gimmick. That was another scandal, another con by the witch, making everybody believe, cheering her on, probably sending her money, you know, this, that, and the third, because she was going to take some legal action on me that she never ever has taken. Why would she say the other day in her stream, if, oh, I'm going to restart everything? This, by the way, would be the third restart, just if y'all are counting. Literally taking phone calls from the courthouse, her words, at like 6:30 p.m. And if she's on the East Coast, sorry, 7:30. Makes it even better, huh? Because, you know, at first, y'all don't forget that how many times did she try to play that off and say her computer, she manually set it to stay, when we all know computers set their own times, but she said she manually set her computer time to stay in Central Time Zone because she wanted it to. Anyway. Right. But it's not, she has, but like, I'm like, that was 2020, like 2022 now, like just a couple months ago, she tried to call and have my situation, my pretrial diversion, whatever you want to call it, revoked. Because I'm done with that now. She can't do that anymore. In fact, all it did was spawn an early release. So thank you for that. That's how God works whenever people are trying to insert and do evil things to you for no justifiable reason, right? Because it actually inspired an early release. But that's the most recent thing she did. And that was probably just as bad, if not worse, because I actually had, like, that lady was actually mad for a second. And I had to really literally go in and had to worry and be concerned about all that, like really worried and really concerned, because I was like, all you know is that you have a known liar calling somebody in your life trying to get you in trouble. And you know that just in friendly conversation on our channel is just a sputter of lies. Like, what will she say if she's really trying to achieve a goal? And that's a scary place to be, knowing that somebody that is capable of lying to degrees that I've never seen people lie, like serious, clinically, something's wrong. Don't let that fool you either. It's because she gets cash apps that she doesn't mention or talk about too. Ones that she does, ones that she doesn't. The bottom line is that she, we've all heard her talk about how she has to get her $1,000 a month to pay her bills. The desperation of needing that $1,000 should not rely on spoken facts about me personally, and nor should it rely on her reaching out to people in my life that can do detriment to my real life to try for clicks and views. None of that should be of which she's desperately gaining $1,000 a month for every month. That's my problem. Like, my business shouldn't, like my personal life should not be what makes you feed your kids. Drake. Why don't they have blue check marks on YouTube? That is such a shame. Hey, Drake. It's because he was seeing Chantel, duh. Hey, Days, how are you? Yeah, she singled out and attacked another sub for giving somebody else super chats. And she counts them. And she acts like my favorite thing from that stream I listened to was her saying, "Oh, I can't talk about money, and I can't tell you all about how much money my revenues dropped because I get made fun of." That cracks me up because you're still doing it. That's what you just did. You just said you couldn't talk about it and talked about it so you could talk about it. Stop. And this is why you hate me. I mean, I would wish that I could see that I was doing it too if I were you. And I would really hate the person calling me out for it if I were you too. So I get it. But you're talking about it, saying you can't talk about it so you could talk about it. It's funny. Hey, Tina, did you? I think the littles are home now, but I probably have to relocate to the bedroom. Actually, I'm probably going to end the stream soon. Who's X? What do you want to know about the weekend summit? They'll probably be home in like, I don't know, let me see. Oh, it definitely is impossible to know what she writes in because there's so many, and you've got to remember, like so many of her friends, like Lauren Marie's in here right now. Like she doesn't just do this like on their streams. She goes in her DMs and asks people for money, straight up asks. Or pass it, or really, or strongly insinuates that she needs it. Kind of, if it's not a direct ask, it's like you might as well have just asked it because you're strongly hinting at it so much. Oh, I don't count. I don't pay attention now. I mean, I know everybody's doing better than I am. I can tell you that much. And that's probably because I don't come on here enough. It's my own fault. Like if I was on here streaming forever and had blocks of time that I could, I think that's a big problem. I think it's also a big problem because money's probably tight for a lot of people more so than it has been in prior months. I think that has a lot to do with it. But still, she's definitely making more than me. I mean, I had a few months that I did really, really, really well. But she's also got people that send her huge amounts in her Cash App. Okay, it's about to be loud. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I had to tell everybody hello, blah blah blah. So anyway, I don't know, how do we tie this up in a bow? Stop calling me your stalker. Stop calling me the dot. Stop referring to me, period. And stop lying about me. Stop victimizing yourself with my name. And everything will be good. Quit talking about me, period. But yeah, and everybody please go watch. If you don't, I mean, I can't believe that show on Netflix. Now I'm scared to say it in the last 30 seconds because I don't want to get flagged. D to me. You've got to go watch it. It's just so good. But my little one's right here on the staircase with me, listening. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and end this. I got to go see how his day was. And yeah, of all things sacred and holy, hence Christian. It's so good. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it is enough. It is enough. Well, thank you. But she blames me for pressuring because I mentioned it at the beginning of a stream, and I see a lot of creators doing that. Like that's where I got the idea, just to mention it once in the stream. Just bring note to the Cash App, because if you don't, sometimes you can't see that stuff. And she actually has went on a couple streams and said that I mentioned it the entire stream all the way through. I'm constantly begging. She said, I begged the other day because whenever I mentioned that of the sweet clothes that were sent to me by my sweet friend, she said that was me scamming. Like, are you like the girl? You've got to stop acting like this. Like clearly. And I appreciate you bringing that up, Days, because I don't feel like I have either. And I never expect anything at all. It's a great little bonus. But yeah, times are freaking hard and gas is expensive. Like it's affecting all of us. So it's understandable. I know, right? Wallet. Yes, drop the mic coming up for us at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, 6 Central. Subs are doing what too now? Counting? No. And if we do, we call it the begging bowl. And it's usually on the heels of her calling me a beggar or a scammer or something that she is to project the fact that of what she does. That's crazy pants to me. Do I think the summit was fair? That's a broad question. What part? Fair in what aspect? Oh, what was that? Are you okay? Fair. I think that anytime that Days thinks it was hilarious. Uh-oh. I don't know. Maybe I'm not trying to get out of answering that question. It's just that obviously I've got a lot of interference going on here. I've got dogs and kids and baby gates and, oh my. But yeah, so I think that it was done with everybody had the best intentions, and I think that that's what we were going with, and that we need to. I think anytime people are like, I have every time somebody falls out with me and with my friend, the first thing they go to is I'm calling our job and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and like it's enough's enough, and I don't think people appreciate being manipulated and screenshots being shown and the shit that's being done over there to try to literally single-handedly ruin everything. And while we do have a really dysfunctional community, and that's being really nice, it's still our community at the end of the day. And I don't think anybody wants it to be imploded. I think if anything, people want it to improve. And I think that at the end of the day, everybody's intentions at that time, even though if it came out later and and obviously it didn't work out, but it at least showed that it can happen, which is good enough for me to take away from it. That at the end of the day, when people are literally trying to be terrorists and they're spreading lies and all that good stuff, I think that we do need to come together and sing "We Are the World" and not let people recklessly implode our community. Period. That's my thoughts. I hope that's good enough for your question. Oh, Rebecca, I'm sorry. Feel better. Take care of you. Why do you keep doing that? Why do you keep throwing the baby gate down the stairs? He's not throwing it. He's trying to set it. He's not meaning to, bless his little heart. Little sweetie. He's trying to make it stand up. I don't know how to do it either, to be fair. We're going to have to get Dad to teach us. All right. I think this is a good place to, don't. I think this is a good place to end this live. I need to talk to my people. And y'all have a good rest of your afternoon. Oh my gosh, it's so easy. Time flies when we're on here. Thanks for coming. Again, to reinforce that, days, absolutely. Just being here is enough. But if you could just click the like button, if that's not too much to ask, I'd really appreciate it. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your day. And I still need to, and I heard that's another thing. Don't be copying show everybody your Christmas tree stream idea. I see it inching over there. So y'all need to start sending me your Christmas trees once they're done, please. So we can start doing like a Christmas tree parade on YouTube and show off everybody's beautiful trees and decorations. Okay. I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day and we'll talk soon. Bye, everybody.